How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys, to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boyos. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. How are all you doing today? We got ourselves another 5v5 1v1 duel, setting it up as of right now as we speak. How are all you doing on this wonderful, beautiful Friday or Saturday morning if you are in EU? Because let's be honest, these are super late for them EU boys, but you guys are awesome for showing up, man. I really do appreciate you guys for joining these duels. Gonna be doing more, dude. Was the second week of season 2. Quite a lot of you guys should have quite a bit of gear. Not everybody's super gigged out, but I wonder if we'll get any new builds, especially with the Covenant legendaries being a very big player this patch, this update recently. That should be a lot of fun. But how y'all doing? Hey, boys. I'm sorry, real quickly, just setting something up in the background, but we'll get this up and running as soon as we can. What's up, boys? We got ourselves Villix, we got ourselves Staxy, we got ourselves Eli, Travi, Reckless. How you boys all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. How you boys all doing? Yo, anybody watching, real quick, before we get the duels up and running, anybody watching, anyone stream New World? Because I don't know. I've been watching, really, most people that I'm watching, like a lot of them are sitting in like loading screens of New World because apparently that game goes down for maintenance all the time. So that's the only time I've really been able to mostly catch people playing it. Well, playing it, I guess, would be the best way to put it, right? Because you're not actually playing if you're just sitting at a loading screen, right? Let's be honest here. But the idea behind that game, like the some gameplay moments that I have seen, actually looks kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks kind of mildly interesting. Am I the only one, dude? Am I the only one? Boys. Also, I need to do one of these and we're good to go. New World is pretty busted. Like, pretty busted as in, like, bad, like, broken? Or pretty busted as in, like, yo, that's busted, dude. That's, like, good kind of busted, like, overpowered busted. Like, what do we mean? WoW forever? Yeah. I'm not gonna quit WoW, but I've been trying to just watch a bit of New World, and it just looks like it looks like Minecraft the MMO. Right? You just want to hang out, just chill after a long day, just go in there and cut down some trees, go fishing, kill some wolves, take the pelts, bring it back to the camp, sell it for progress, get some XP out of it. It's like, it's very different. You know what I mean? If I was dead and playing or just questing alone, Pog, or if I was dead and isn't playing, I prefer just questing alone. In WoW, dude, I feel like there's so many WoW quests I still haven't even done. Like, if I were to really have a character, I go to every zone that I never really played in. And I have plenty of fun there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it seems fun for a couple of hours. Think it's boring, really? Because I guess it is fair to say that I haven't like watched somebody play it long term or nothing, right? That is something fair to point out. Is I didn't really watch anyone play long term that game. I just really been watching like most of people sitting while servers are updating, talking to the chat for 2 hours straight, or players like running around and not really doing much. I mean, most of my gameplay has been Asmongold just sitting outside of like a trade center, having people walk up and trade stuff to him, right? Like, that's not really gameplay, but you know what I mean. It's I guess it's a game. You know, I guess that's how you could play it, but it's not really gameplay. And then that's really about it, right? Like, the actual people playing in the world, exploring the world, doing the dungeons, I haven't seen none of it, dude. Busted is in under maintenance so much that it's entertaining. Dude, it is beta, but it does have some bugs that are like, dude, apparently they're breaking graphics cards. Apparently if you play New World and you have a 3090, it will kill your graphics card. This is what I heard. I don't know if that's real or not, but that's what I heard. What the hell, dude? Are you kidding me? How? Like, is this game just the most fantastic game ever? Like, what? Like, what would cause a game to break your whole graphics card? Is it just the overload? Because that game doesn't really look like it's super high maintenance. Is it maybe like the, is it the reflective surfaces stuff with the shadows? Like, what is it? WoW added it too. WoW added it not long ago. What is it called? Ray tracing? Is that what that is? Because I don't think that game looks like it would really utilize ray tracing. I mean, maybe it'll has like, you know, nice forestry environments and such. Right? There's hills, there's valleys, there's all that good stuff. Like an explorer's dream. But like, there's no way, like, what? For real, what would cause a graphics card just to melt? Maybe I need to look into it more, but that's what I heard last time. Is basically like, don't update the newest build, it'll break your graphics card. Imagine if and like, that game doesn't look demanding either. It looks mildly demanding, but like also it looks very cartoony, stylized, which I would imagine wouldn't make it super giga like anything, you know what I mean? Alrighty boys, now we're ready. Now we're ready to get some duels up and running. Sorry about that. Just have to make sure this video is up and running. Yeah, dude, that game, I mean, I'm hoping it's a successful game. Honestly, I'm hoping it's a successful game because there's not a lot of MMOs out there, and these MMOs are trying to do a different thing of like survival, crafting. They don't even have a class system, right? They're trying to do something new. And it's Amazon, right? We had Google try to make Stadia. That bombed. Amazon trying to make a game. So far, they've canceled every other game, and I'm just hoping, like, what if they don't cancel it? What if it's actually kind of good? And what if something good comes out of it, right? Maybe good content, or maybe other games learn from it and brings in some of those features, right? What if everybody says graphic systems are good? What if Blizzard looked at the graphic system and was like, you know what? Let's add it into WoW for the next expansion. And the next expansion of WoW just has the coolest graphic system ever, that people that never were crafters before, never spend the time in professions, are actually want to craft stuff now. right? What if? Just something about it. Just so I'm logging into NA servers. My B, I'm gonna log into EU servers. Back on here. Back in the face. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. EU today. Yes, EU. I am hopping in the wrong server. I am so out of it, dude, but it's okay. I was up until 6 in the morning last night, but I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here, dude. The break that we took Wednesday, by the way, worked marvel. It was amazing. Wednesday and Thursday day break, I actually got to sit down and like really play WoW, really commit some time into World of Warcraft, the game that I usually record videos on, but actually playing the game, boys, it is refreshing. All right, now we're actually getting ready for some EU duels. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. Sorry about that, boys. Sorry about that. But now we're ready. Do Twitch? Or not Twitch? The OBS? Oh. Okay, we're this time. Weird. It wasn't like detected for a second. And now it did. Yo, 5 out of 5. Cracker's ready? Yo, be ready to own. Sounds good, my dude. Sounds good, my dude. Let's get Alex and Cracker in here because they were first ones to whisper me. I don't know if who had the group ready. I'm sorry for starting this a little late, boys. But you're going to have some fun today anyway. It's better match Kragar and Alex. Yeah. Get in here, boys. Get in here, dude. And then Anto will get you in as soon as they're ready to go with it. Boys. Blades and Sharina is where we're going to start our adventure today. Ah, okay, fine. I'll accept it. I don't know what made me accept it, but there it is. Yo, boys, if y'all want to join the duels for the day, let me peep you some info how to do it. Yeah. Let me pin that bad boy. Hey, you boys, thank you so much for coming by the stream. I appreciate you guys so much for joining. Let's have some fun today. All right, boys, let's have some good old-fashioned fun for the day, baby. Alrighty? Switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with, we got ourselves Arhi Orc, Arhi Voitel. We're gonna call him Arhi the way, dude. Big old and handsome man right here. We got ourselves Brahagan. Bro, we got bro. We call him bro. We got Grom in here with Kragar as well as Talon Rice. Talon Rice, right? Talon Rice. Rice, Rui, I don't even know. G-Funk on the opposite team. Back to Venthyr, is that what are we seeing? Was Necrolord at some point. Kajix coming out as an assassination rogue off the bat. As a Necrolord. Looks like Braha wants to go out as a Necrolord as well. I think it might be the one playing. Christina back here. Parag's back in. And Samocam as a Monkus. We got ourselves Team Agility over on the Team 2. While Team 1 is Team Variety. We got play classes. We got the Leather Bad Boys. We got ourselves the Shamanskis. We got ourselves a lot of boys in here. Braha versus Kajix are going to be first up, though, for the duel. Well, let me actually go and, I think it's after this song is when the songs get pretty good. Yeah, we'll just skip that one. We'll just skip that mix. We'll try these new ones out. You know what I mean? Just try them for the duels. Big old Liba Braha. Did Kajix come out of stealth? No one picked up the eye by the looks of it. Gonna be Kajix getting bled up in the opener. Big old setup. Braha could go for the swarm. Did he even use the swarm yet? He should probably try. Is he trying to go for a shacklers there? I think he's trying to set up a shacklers or something. He's trying to get a go rolling. But he keeps canceling it. Big old bite into Kajix as he's trying to dip under the bridge. And Braha with a maim into Kajix. There's going to be a short maim. That is an orc, but also DR. Get a shout out to Braha. Shackles and malediction for Kajix. Just landing the dot stick. Going to be tricking for Braha with a vanish out of Kajix. Could go for a blind into Braha. He's going to need to go for a bit of a reset. But he has Braha again into a good setup versus this druid. And Braha trying to see if he might be able to catch the rogue. Sap coming out by the rogue. Still bled up a little bit into another Sab. Braha in. Bear from Nut and Cat form. Going to be a Garrote out of Kajix with an invasion. Could maybe lock down Braha. Does he have a kidney shot? Kidney shot right now with a Vendetta. Perfect go. And that's going to be the rogue. Lock it down. Braha just melting him down. That is exactly what he needed. Still holding on to trick of Short Flesh Cut versus Grom as the Arms Ward tried to catch him. He's getting those autos as well as a Blaze Storm onto Kajix to try to go for a bit of a reset. Feint is going to be Feint rolling for him as Kajix maybe looking for a reset. Grom is playing Necrolord Warrior as well. Could go for the big banner play with a bit of movement speed. succeed. Gonna be disarmed. Does Grom get the charge? He does intercept the rogue with a root for a second blind. Gonna check it out immediately with a fear onto Kajix. Getting the shot by the rogue, and Grom is gonna have to send this kidney. Can he catch up to Kajix or afterwards? Could be the rogue catching that reset that he needs as crippling poison coursing through Grom's veins. And Kajix does get to recover. Does he have any bleeds on him? Looks like this boy is safe and scot-free, as Grom is going to go picking up the eyes immediately. If he can catch up to Kajix, nobody has a trinket here. If Grom can maybe parry a kidney shot, he'll be in a fantastic position. Kajix not with a blind anymore, and Grom just needs to find him. Hanging out on the big old Grom on a Gromling, dude. Grom on a Gromling just got himself that big old meerkat energy, just looking so high up. But still couldn't quite see the rogue. The eyes are out. Could go for a pick up the second set of eyes. It's going to be Kajix swinging around the corner. Is he going to go for a kidney shot? That's going to be Grom picking up the eyes. Does he see the rogue? He should be able to see him right here. The rogue is right in his face. Going to be a garrode by the rogue. Does Kajix get stunned? That's going to be Grom taking the advantage, getting that stun opener. That's going to be a banner coming out. Big master buff for him with a kidney shot onto Grom. Taking a bit of damage from Kajix. Not a lot of offensives available for the rogue. Into a disarm. Just controlling this warrior completely. Going to be a disarm. Just taking his weapon away, and Kajix bailing out of there immediately. Grom has himself a little bit of that ignore pain for the dots. And so far, the Warriors actually doing kind of sort of okay. The next setup by Kajix could be really deadly. That is a Vendetta available for him. So unless Grom can somehow survive it, might want to pop defenses early. Going to be a stun to Kajix really early on. Does he go for that early parry? Does try to get a parry. Is that going to be a kidney shot on Kajix? Does go for a shadow step into a kidney shot. That's going to be a setup by him. Grom not in a great spot, but actually surviving the parry gave him enough of a damage reduction inside of the Vendetta kidney shot window. He himself just a little bit more health. He's going to leap away. Big flash cut is available with a banner in case of CC out of the rogue. Needs to keep the rogue in combat. The weapon is used. It is going to keep Kajix in combat for a second. Grom just needs to catch up and actually continue to get in gameplay with him. It's going to be disarm onto the rogue immediately with a blade storm after in case there's going to be any CC. Shackles of Malediction stunned by Grom. It's going to have reflect available. Got a shackles of his own versus Kajix. Kidney shot. It's going to be triggered by Grom at no health whatsoever, but does have a pretty meaty shield. Actually still surviving for the time being. It's going to be Kajix going for a bit of a reset. Fate is available. Evasion is up. If he needs a blind backup, and Grom has himself a lot of that borrowed health in that marble that is covering him. And that was a fatty pillow with a membership, my man. Can we get a hashtag fatty pillow in chat, boys? For that 5 months in a row membership. Thank you so much. We're gonna go coming out by Kajix. Stun onto the rogue. Does not have a trinket. Grom better make a play here. Does he have anything at all? Get a shot by the rogue. Look at you burn through a flesh captain. Afterwards, there's nothing that's stopping him from damaging Grom. It's going to be a bit of a little bit of that ignore pain, but he couldn't really ignore the poison that's in his veins. And Kajix using a blind onto Krager as he's charging in. With Kajix recovering a little bit of the first aid, catch himself on a reset. Not the biggest recovery with the first aid. And Krager is going to pick up the eyes immediately. That is going to be from an Arms Warrior to a Fury Warrior. The Arms Warrior played that on out really well, actually. I gotta give him the credit, boys. Gotta give him the credit. So how does one join to 5v5 Duels? That's a great question, Rational Kiwi. I love your name, by the way. To join the 5v5 1v1 Duels, it's easy. Just join the streams and get into some LFG groups that are available. LFG groups are going to be custom PvP for Alliance and Horde, depending on the region that we're in. Right now, today, we are on EU, and you guys are more than welcome to join in. Going to be a road out of Kajix. Trying to get the bleeds out to Krager. Going to be a short charge by the Warrior. Integrated shot by Kajix. Trinket out of Krager as he sees the Vendetta. Might not be the worst ability to burn here. It's going to go for a sippy cup with the disarm to Krager. Going to be Kajix Cloak and Shadows out of that spear. And Krager should be able to maybe recover, turn some damage back to Kajix. Does have evasion if he needs to. Shadow Step, and Kajix doesn't actually get to juke out Krager. It's going to be vanished by the rogue. Does he have any dots on him at all? It is a Fury Warrior, so I don't believe there are any. Going for a flesh craft as Krager looking to get a leap, maybe a charge, almost landing that charge. Almost landing that charge. But not quite. Kajix recovering that big old flesh cup for himself. So he should be alive and A-okay, at least for a little bit. As we are hitting that 6 minute mark, almost 7 minute mark here, boys, for the Duels. 11% dampening. Krager does have quite a bit of healing ready for himself. But the lower we get into damping, the worse it's gonna get. Wait, does the mouth always get open whenever he gets sapped? With Krager, does it always get that jar open? Wide? I never realized it, actually. Kajix, though, trying to tussle with Krager. Going to be Krager continuing just to build the rage. Has himself full rampage ready. Does he get a charge into KJX? Is KJX trying to see if he can sprint away? Mark for Death is ready. Could go for a kidney shot onto Krager. Big lead by the Warrior. Spear onto KJX. Can't go anywhere. Does go for a kidney shot onto Krager, but he can't outrun. The Spear Bastion is doing damage. Disarm into Krager immediately. And Krager's continuing trying to punch into KJX. It's going to be that Envenom out of the Assassin Rogue. And Krager not looking too good. Does have Rage Regeneration back up very, very soon. Could be using it here. Just trying to get himself more resources. Shackles and Malediction. Does he have a way to use anything? Does reflect the necrotic effect of it back onto KJX. And Krager is still able to continue healing. Get a shot to Krager. Does he have anything for this? Could go in Rage Regen. Doesn't really need to. He's just healing for so much. Blind by KJX. And no trinket available for Krager. It looks like KJX is going to be A-okay for the time being. And Krager, Zerka rages out of it with a first aid. KJX can't really stop it. It's just going to have to either get in combat with Krager or just let him catch a bit of a first aid. First aid up for KJX as well. Does Krager get to catch him? Looks like KJX is not. Ooh, try not to let Krager have an easy go, but that's going to be a big old leap by the Warrior right next to where KJX was. Another kidney shot getting thrown onto the Warrior. Trinket is available immediately. Disarm out of KJX while Vendetta is rolling, but Krager trying to make sure KJX doesn't go anywhere. Going to be that Cloak of Shadows for that Spear of Bastard. KJX dipping in really, really low. Krager might have to go for eyes immediately. Does KJX have any resets? He might be able to maybe go for Fleshcraft. Fleshcraft is getting used, recovered quite a lot of absorb. Massive leap for Krager, literally clipping through the bridge, but wasn't able to find KJX. He literally dematerialized himself through the bridge. The wood, the thatch, the bridge part or ropes, whatever made out of. Bit of metal ring over there. Holding it up, there's some sword. I guess it's part taking metal stone. You just see materials to roll. KJX actually getting Krager super low. Could be anyone's duel though. Krager's getting KJX pretty low though. Execute's coming out of Warrior, actually comes out on top, but the bleeds I think have him. And the bleeds did have him. Oh my goodness, KJX with that 3-0, dude. That technically counts against Krager. They didn't knock each other out, but the bleeds were by KJX's demand. Gonna be a wall by Archie. Trying to go for the big one-shotter burst onto Sam. And Sam going for that Karma. Trying to see if he can reverse the damage. Massive damage. Oh! This Shaman just went through that Karma. He doesn't even care. He's just gonna suck his soul out. Oh my god. That was brutal. He just went right through that guy. And Prox is gonna be up next on the enemy team. Or team 2 rather. Enemy team for team 1, I guess. That was mad amounts of damage, dude. What was that? What was that? Gonna be a shackle by Archie, but looks like it broke pretty quickly versus Prox. Might have shot him out for it. Oh no, he can't use the troll. It looks like Archie is going to be down on the heals. 31% dampening. Not much you can really do. Unless he can someone just turn it around onto Prox. Continue to heal. Try to do whatever he can. Does Archie have any more trinkets available? Does he have any more tricks up his sleeve? Getting yet another heal. Prox at almost no health actually. Both of them actually at no health. Prox going to bear form. Trying to heal up. That's going to be the totem. Keeping him in place. And Archie looking to just walk away from the guy. And Archie at no health whatsoever. Is he going to be able to survive this stun? Trying to drop it onto Prox, unable to. Needs some more Maelstrom and mana in order to do anything, boys. In order to do anything at all. Going to be a basket out of Prox. Maim onto Archie. Does Prox get to take him down? Bash onto Archie. I think he does take him out, and it's going to be Talon Rice up next. Giving Prox a little bit of an honor duel here. But otherwise, good duel for Archie as well as Prox. Man, it had some shamans. I feel like if the dampening wasn't super high at 36 with that rogue duels, I feel like Archie actually would have had a chance because dampening is really going to slow down his healing quite a bit. They're very much a glass cannon spec, or back to glass cannon, because Renat specs are actually kind of tanky. Just the amount of survivability he had was able to maintain a lot of healing. Prox looking to, what are these bombs that are dropping? Is Prox got like some kind of a cheesy trinket or something? Gonna be Talon Rice going for the big slam down onto Prox, but the bleeds are still ticking. Dude just died of the bleeds. He's getting himself sippy cup. Might have even wanted to use that sippy cup a lot earlier or something. What's up, Broton? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. Gonna be G-Funk or Christina up next. Which one of these is it gonna be though? It looks like Christina is jumping circles around G-Funk. I think he's waiting out for him. Maybe they're both trying to figure out which one's going first. Maybe like, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. Just because some of these guys are just super nice to one another. And Talon Rice, yes, has to burn through 2 more people. G-Funk as well as Christina. And then he'll be the champion of Team 1, dude. Team 1 came in, but they were having a little bit of a rougher time at the very start. Gonna be G-Funk just going in with big damage. with a blessing of protection removed immediately by the hunter. Shackles onto Talon Rights. I don't think there's any way this paladin could recover. That's going to be a big old pop as well as a kill shot at the end. And Jifeng just narrows it down. Damn. That was really good at the start, man. That was really good at the start. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one up and running, yeah? Let's get another duel up and running, boys. Is that my boy Anto? I got a group, my dude. Yo, you and Anto, we'll get you guys next. How does that sound? We'll get you guys next, and then we'll start throwing Alex and Krager against Anto and Atha, and just switch you guys around. By the way, boys, hope you all having a wonderful evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the duel. Give the stream a like if you enjoyed, but you don't necessarily have to, as Krista said. I don't get paid to like. No, you don't. But if you enjoy what I do or like the channel, I appreciate it. I would very much appreciate it. Can we get 100 likes? Can we get 100 likes on the stream? Please. I want to see if begging helps. Normally YouTubers are like, yo, I never beg, but it's like, oh, likes? Oh, boys, yo, can you smash that like button, boys? Please, boys, give me the like, boys. And I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I should try begging too. Let's switch it up back to the duels mix, boys. I do need to update this baby a little, but these some still really good duels in here, man. Let's switch to a different song though. I kind of want something more exciting, and that's a pretty good one. That's a good one to more or less start out the day with. Let's get him. By the way, I appreciate you coming by, Chris. Appreciate my man. Throw it for sorry, it's all good, dude. It's all good. We got plenty of duels today, boys. Switch. We got ourselves team 2 together with Athel, man. How you doing, my guy? Oh, he's got himself the full Maw Forged. Is that fair to say this is a Maw Forged set? Pretty cool looking. We got ourselves Tagsy as more of the affliction. We got ourselves Zara Kania. Demonology. I wanted to say buy the artifact weapon, but artifact weapon is not really a thing anymore. And that's gonna be Zavo. Actually, it looked like that the pet was almost like a hat for you. Zavo as a feral druid, but copy Finn. This is gonna be first up as an elemental shaman. He's got himself the Morpher set. I like the way that thing looks. Trying to see if he can change some dots together with the pets. So it's gonna be Wolf on the team 2, on that, or team 1. On team 1, we also got ourselves Krom, we got ourselves Kajix, we got ourselves Christ Bad, as well as Anto. Wait, is that basically Krager's team? Did you just like take some people from Krager's team and put them into Anto's team? Is that what happened? Because Kajix just was in team Krager or in team Alex. I can't remember. Either way. I guess so. Gonna be Kyrian dropping down for Wolf with a panda in cap, and that's gonna be Copyfin rotating a Hex, and Hex is gonna be DR'd because the panda in cap is on the same in cap effect. They're both incapacitated. It's gonna be a big old light lasso onto Wolf. Got himself that pet sack, and that's gonna be a trap waiting for Copyfin. I'm not really sure if you want to walk forward or backwards for trap to trigger. Gonna be fake transfusion onto all these pets, and Copyfin is just blasting all these pets, trying to get himself a little bit of a heal. And it looks like Wolf got himself plenty of chase here, as Copy's actually a little bit behind, trying to go for a big heal while running with Spirit Walker's Grace. Gonna be that intro by Wolf. Could still go for a little bit of a healing, trying to see if he can get himself quite a few heals in there, maintaining that health bar as best as they can. And Wolf is still just continuing to advance a Copy. I do wonder if Copyfin already used the Earth Elemental wall. Gonna be a light lasso on the main pet, or maybe one of the pets of Wolf. It looks like Copyfin maybe even focusing down on the pets instead of the hunter for the time being. Trying to see if he can trap the pets in that totem. Wolf actually taking the time out of his day to break the totem just to make sure his pets can actually get out of it. This man's damage is going to be all by pets, and Copyfin controlling these pets with stuns. Actually, it's quite a substantial amount of damage lost for Wolf, which is very, very interesting. Because normally, I don't remember Beastmaster Hunters ever really just using the pets. I usually remember it's just being pets, a little bit of damage only once they're frenzied, and maybe kill commands. Usually when they go into the execute, like when they reset. But nowadays, the pets themselves actually do substantial damage. Copyfin taking a couple of those Cobra shots to the face, get himself his own pet up and running with the Earth Elemental. Couple of dead dinos that Wolf might have found through archaeology, if this was like a RP sense. Just an archaeologist found himself put them together, and Copyfin with a fire elemental. Which one of these pets are going to be stronger? Stun onto Wolf. Does have cooldowns rolling. Looks like that it's going to be his full CDs up and running. Stun onto Copy. Knock back on all the pets. as the Kyrian arrow come down. That's going to be lots of damage onto Copy, trying to see if he can Night Fae out of the wall is rolling. And just trying to see if he can catch up a heal or two. It looks like the Kyrian arrow no longer has that line of sight aspect at the moment. Going to be Wolf actually get himself caught in that totem. Can line of sight, is going to pull this pets just to make sure to take down the totem. And Copy Finn now was able to recover a little bit of healing while the Hunter was stuck. Let's try to see if he might be able to turn this around. Got him some big Earth Shocks. Freezing Trap waiting for him. Wolf not in a great help position. Actually, Trinket out of that lasso could still be really bad. That's going to be Copy with that Fate Transfusion interrupted on Nature. Copy, though, getting turned around as they're trying to escape the Hunter. Just taking a kill shot in the back of the dome. That is unfortunate. Wolf accidentally picking up the eyes, unless he meant to pick up the eyes. Zava is charging right at him. Does he see Zava? Hopefully he saw him. Looks like he didn't. Gonna be a pet sack immediately. Wolf with a feign death for a second. Needs himself healing. Any kind of health you can get. Wolf does have exhilaration. And Zava is gonna try to see if he might be able to walk right at the Hunter. It's gonna be freeze the trap with a flare. Wolf recovering quite a bit of health. Scare Beast on the Zava continues CC chain. In cap into a Disorient effect, which I believe Scare Beast is Disorient, which is, it's a fear. I believe those two don't DR. So Zava, all he had to do is power shift out of cat form, but he's staying in there. Gonna go for that Ursos, try to peel those pets back, recovering with a rejuve and a swift man on himself. Leaping at Wolf, actually caught a restyle somehow. With the bash, big convoke coming out. Is that the minute convoke or is that the I guess we'll find out in a minute, right? I guess we'll find out in a minute. Was that the minute convoke or was that the normal convoke? Because I think this man might be running that minute convoke. That's gonna be another fear by Wolf onto your boy Zava, who doesn't sit that for long at all, tricking it out of it. Maim available by Zava, looking to pop some damage while it's available, just taking the damage from the pets by Wolf, and just trying to see if he might be able to get the shreds in, try to get the dots in. Barks is available, massive damage to run by Wolf though, with that Kyrian setup. Oh my god, as soon as that wall came down, Wolf had the resonant arrow down on the ground, got the pets in there, kill command, getting the pets to sick at the boy. Athaman, speaking about the other boy, eating a freezing trap, adaptation, busting him out immediately. Gonna be a turtle out of Wolf. Using that one really early. Slows up for Athel. How do you slow through turtle? Did it slow through turtle or so before turtle? Big blind into Wolf, trick out of it, stun into Athel. No way for Athel to break out of it. Will not have access to the human racial. As long as he's riding adaptation, I don't believe. Wait, does he? Wait. Does he? So normally, when you run a medallion trinket, your human racial gets put on a 1.5 minute CD, a minute 30. How does it work with the adaptation? Is that a 30-second CD or still a minute 30? Because if it's a minute 30, the basic Athel will never be able to use his human racial ever. Unless like a short stun and he trinkets it. Because that, or does it not count? Or does it not count? I actually do wonder. Is it just a normal 3 minutes then? Can you just use them back to back? That's actually a good question. I don't really know how it works, but also we don't really see a lot of people using adaptation, like, legitimately. 30 seconds? Oh, okay. Gonna be moved back and away from Athel. Hodge by the Paladin. Does he have full cooldowns? Athaman got a bit of damage, but not the full cooldowns. Wolf is gonna be able to survive it. Got his pets completely powered. Actually, Athaman being a Paladin, he doesn't wake up ashes. These pets are not only beasts, but undead beasts. So they will get stunned by Ashen, because Ashen will stun demons as well as beasts. And Athaman's like, oh, what? I didn't know that. I like some of the animations that people get frozen in. Athaman backing up behind the pillar. Shield of Vengeance is up. Gonna be Wolf going for a bit of first aid while the pets are back there just attacking Atham. That's gonna be Turn Evil on the pets. Those pets are undead, so there will be fear by Turn Evil. I wonder if that was Wolf's main pet or a side pet that got Turn Evil, because that's the pet that will be able to stun. Gonna be attempt by Athaman to go for a Ashen. But looks like there's going to be damage back for Wolf. Big damage on Athel. Could be a bubble out of the Paladin. Does get a stun onto the pets. Let's try to get some damage back onto Wolf. Wolf has him in a kill shot away. Gonna be that bubble out of Athaman. Does he go for Ashen? He could. Flashlights are coming out for the Paladin. Big Word of Glory catching up. Nice crit on that. And that's going to be Wolf catching Atha in the freeze. Got his pets completely healed up. He is doing fantastic so far. Beastmaster Hunter just dominating. Blessing protection still available for Atha. Does not have a shield of vengeance. Does have wings. Could play it very defensively. Big blind onto Wolf. Drake inside of it. Hodge onto the Hunter. Does he survive this burst out of Atha? He's just trying to see if he can one-shot him. Going to be feign death for a second. Athaman got himself. Word of Glory is rolling. Needs Word of Glory right now. Shackles him addiction onto Wolf. Does he take him? That's just going to be a big old kill shot by a Wolf as the shackles come out. I think he tried to see if he could feign death, but he's like, wait, this is basically dead. Kill shot. And he's out of there. Side pet? Was it side pet? It's so hard to tell if it's the Hunter's main pet or the side pet. I think if you're actually in game and you've seen the UI, you could probably tell which pet is the main pet. Because that probably will be the pet that gets like healing, right? Wait, actually no, both of them get pet mend. I wonder if you can tell if it's a main. You probably can somehow, right? There's probably some sort of a buff on the pet that tells you like that's how you know it's a main pet, right? That has to be. I would imagine. Maybe, I don't even know really. But in this UI, it's impossible to tell. Wolf trying to get himself a big opener onto Tagsy. Tagsy popping in wall, trying to get his damage out in the opener. Mortal Coil sending Wolf. Somehow he mules up Mortal Coil. Huh? Is that me, or did he actually just mean the Mortal Coil? Carrying an ability, not really getting the big old hit. Resting Arrow not really doing the work it needs to. Fear trying to come out for Tagsy. Feigned death by Wolf, and Tagsy under quite a bit of pressure. Needs to dot up these pets. Got himself massive haze buff rolling. Gonna be a Fear onto the Wolf. If he can get himself a big old UA, soul rot, everything. Big old drain right after. Could be lots of health recovery for Tagsy. Just trying to drain and drain and drain. Whether it's from the pets or from the Hunter, Tagsy popping in the Dark Layer, who's going to be adding on to that extra damage from those dots. Going to be an interrupt on Tagsy. Could be really bad for the Warlock as Wolf is on the chase. Could be Tagsy with that port. Does he have it available? If he has the port available, could be perfect for him. Mortal Coil sent into Wolf with the Shackles of Malediction. This is going to go for Feign Death. Reflect up for Tagsy in case Wolf, I think, does anything. Turtle Shell for Wolf. He disables it immediately. Tagsy continue to just drain the pets. Port finally gives himself a moment to breathe and catch a drain life on Wolf. The pets are stunning, and Tagsy actually in that line aside. The Hunter doesn't even need to get up there. Kill shot onto Tagsy. The pets are doing work. The drain life does come out. And Tagsy still has a little bit of mana to work with. You have 30% dampening though. It's gonna get pretty rough. That resident area around the corner. Wolf does have line of sight. Looks like Tagsy is gonna go down. Wolf is set to go for a potential 1v5 on this duel. Can Zara Kanya interrupt his go? Gonna be a tyrant up and running. Mortal Coil into Wolf, looking to drop him down with Soul Rod. Does Wolf have anything? Freezing Trap into Zarkania. Dodges the pets. Gets a Freezing Trap into Zarkania. Tyrant actually able to get a blast or two in there. Wolf at super low health. Just to find a way to peel these pets off of him. Double Fellow Guard still sitting on him, still able to maintain healing on himself. A 33% dampening. Looks like Zara Kania though. Taking him out. Zara taking out the Hunter's potential 1v5. Antu is up next, charging at Zara, stun onto the Paladin. He's just gonna have to take a bit of this damage. Wait until he uses cooldowns until a little bit later. Zara got himself a hell of a workout out. That is a Paladin, as Zara just used a lot of his offensives. As for defenses, I do wonder what he's running. It also is hard to tell what Zara is playing in terms of talents. Do they even have an interrupt? Hard to tell. Do they have a reflect? It doesn't show. It only shows wall as well as tyrant, which is a very, very slim pickings for cooldowns. I mean, it looks like Cry's bad. He has reflect, he has Mortal Coil. So Zara definitely has Mortal Coil. He did use it on the Hunter. He literally charged in and Mortal Coiled him. That is something you can't really see though. Antu swinging around the side, looking to land a couple of those judgments. Need to build holy power. Stun coming in by Zara, forcing Antu to trick it, stunning all the pets, but a Fear running in the direction. So Zara seeing his pets getting CC'd, you're just gonna pop some CC onto Antu, continuing to chain Fear him and keep blasting him with demon bolts. Gonna be Shackles of Malediction, but he broke his own shackles. Was he trying to shackles the pet or Zara into a Mortal Coil onto Antu? Antu not in a fantastic spot as the Tyrant is looking at him straight into the face. Could be a bubble at him. Does Zara have an interrupt? He doesn't. Antu making a little bit of a misplay and pressing Blessing of Protection instead of bubble. Did Antu have a bubble? He didn't. That's why he pressed Blessing. He didn't even have a bubble. I'm not sure what he bubbled. He did the last thing he could. So that wasn't a misplay. He just pressed the one button that was left. For good or for the better or worse. Kajik's up next versus Zara. Double stun lock by these fellow guards. And Zara looking to bail out of there for a second. And Kajix just getting barraged by all these pets. Demon Doggos, these Fel Guards, all doing work. You're just putting bleeds on him, potentially getting some energy out of him. Building some calm points, but for the most part, he's just getting beaten up all these pets. At least has a slow crippling poison to slow these pets down a hair. These pets are not letting him catch a reset. As there's going to be free damage for Zara. He's just letting those pets attack Kajix. He doesn't need to be there. These pets are going to do majority of the work. All these pets got empowered. All these pets got buffed. Demon Doggos in particular got buffed a little bit, like 10% attack power, 10% attack speed increase or bite increase. Either way, Kajix in the reset next to Zara could sap him as Zara going for the eye, but looks like Kajix just gonna back up out of them instead. Zara walking over the eye does actually pick it up. Sometimes when you walk over those eyes, it doesn't actually pick them up. But Kajix is going to be behind the pillar again with that Felgar, who is slowed, is not super tanky, throwing in the weapon, charging back to Kajix to catch up. The Demon Doggos are on him. Mortal getting sent. Tyrant trying to come out, going to be kidney shot onto Zara. It's going to be Kajix without a trinket anymore. Golka Shadow's innovation burned really early. That Tyrant can still do a lot of damage. Shackles onto Zara. That Tyrant is going to catch him before he catches Zara though. That Tyrant actually putting in work. Crom's out. It's going to be up next. It looks like it's really coming down to the wire. Can Zara? How can Zara continue playing so far? Crom leaping towards Zara. Already set at about half his health. Big old spear onto Zara. Crom going in for the most damage. I think it's going to be over. Zara almost making it back for his team. Just returning it, dude. Wolf with that 4. Zara with them 3. Fantastic set of duels there, boys. Fantastic competitors. Absolutely great, dude. Actually great. Ashen Hollow Red. Yo, Chris, don't be giving my boy Atho any grief, man. He's been Ashen Hollow Red since the first season, dude, and he does fantastic with it. You know what I mean? It's not optimal for PvP, but it can get people off track. But also your paladin, you don't really need it either. You know what I mean? All right, boys, let's get it up and running, yeah? Should we get Answer in here? Or Atha? Oh, we need somebody versus Kragar, dude. We need somebody versus Kragar and Alex. We definitely need somebody versus Kragar and Alex. I think we do Kragar. Because Kragar never really gets to play. Do we do Alex and Kragar again? Or do we do Atho and Kragar and then Alex and Anto? I think we... Or maybe Anto versus Kragar and then Atho versus Alex. Let's do it like that. Yeah. We'll have to... I want to start mixing and matching you guys, okay? I want to mix and match you guys. So Alex and Atho will definitely get you guys to play. Kragar and Anto, then Atho and Alex, and then we'll switch around. I do want a variety. I want to have teams face different players at all times. This match was awesome. What's up, Image, my man? Yeah, dude, it was great. Had a thought after each 1-in-1, you let the winner have at least 0 to 50 seconds to get ready, if not full reset. It's really up to the people that are playing the 5-5s. I like the fact that 5-5 duels can be kind of cutthroat, right? And it's really up to the players to decide. We have 3 warriors. I think it'll be okay. We have 2 fury, 1 arms. Arms warrior is not going to live too long. They play very similarly, but I think... Are you guys okay with 3 warriors, by the way? We normally have a rule of no more than 3 of same class or spec. But 2 warriors. Are you guys okay with that? 2 fury, 1 arms? Or you guys... do you guys hate that? Chat, what do you guys think? Let him play or what? Chat, vote, please. I need you guys to vote. EU. This is EU, boys. This is EU. Yeah, 5v5 1v1 duels. I kind of like the cutthroat, and I'm letting the players really decide how they want to run it. Switch. But all the rules are, as soon as the person in front of you is dead, you're free to go. If you want to give them an opportunity to catch a reset, you can. But like, if it's a bad matchup, you'll kind of want to take advantage, wouldn't you? It's fine. Shows the best warrior. It's fine. Okay, chat is fine with 3 warriors. So we got a team of 3 warriors. We got Braha going to be going off first. We got ourselves Dobro. We got ourselves Elidasa with Kragar, as well as what is it? Reed Sped. REED Sped. Reed Speed. We'll figure it out a nickname for him over time. It's going to be Witcher with the 25 months in a row membership. Thank you so much. We got a hashtag Witcher in chat, boys, with that 25 months membership. Going to be checking some addiction for Kajix really early onto Braha. It's going to go for a bit of a reset. Going to be a little bit of a thorns onto Braha as Kajix looking for that reset. Also, Team Ant, actually no, it's normal that Team Ant is playing again. I was about to say, like, why is Team Ant playing again? But actually, I literally IQ'd him. What am I doing? Braha looking for a bit of a reset while in bear form, not popping in the stealth. Looks like Kajix is going to be able to get the opener. Braha, does he play a trinket? It doesn't really show up. needs to get himself a stun onto Kajix before he's the one getting stunned. Main to Kajix. Does Brahu go for a big old go, trying to recover a little bit of health? Get a shot by the rogue. Does Brahu have an opener? It's going to be Trinket available immediately. Roar onto Kajix. Does he wall it? Lost in the last second. Does go down though. Unfortunate. Kajix does take down the Feral Druid, with Kragar leaping on top of him, and that's going to be an advantage on the rogue, slinking away before things really go bad. Kragar lagging a little bit. Kajix, I think, lagged a little. Maybe I am the one who lagged a little bit there, boys. Crazy. Fleshcraft up for Kajix. Kragar is going to sap, is going to Zerker Rage out of it. Garrod is available for Kajix, looking to get himself a kidney shot onto Kragar. Is going to be able to go for some bleeds. Mark for Death is ready. Kidney shot onto Kragar. Does he trinket it? And Kajix does not have a vendetta, but he's getting substantial damage into the warrior. Substantial damage. Kragar not looking that good anymore. He into a disarm. Does he trigger the disarm? Trying to see if he can survive it. Gonna be a Battle Master Tricky getting used. Sipping up as well. Charging at Kajix before he gets a reset. Blind. And Kragar, he literally is just it looks like there's smoke in his eyes, but it's actually just fumes out of his nostrils. This man is a steam engine. And look at Kragar recovering so much health. Just rage is what's really recovering him. That's what's healing him. You think it's just blind in his eyes? No, it's just the fumes out of his nostrils. This choo-choo engine isn't gonna stop once he finds this rogue. Kajix sitting pretty with an evasion, but no blind, no vanish, no trinket, so it could be pretty bad. Kragar could go for Zerkers. He's just trying to keep that deadly calm. He's just staring out in the open. Deadly calm. Not even flinching. Doesn't want to show rogue his weakness at all. He thinks that this duel is just nothing. It's just a stepping stone. It's like walking up the stairs one leg at a time. This is nothing. He battled competitors far worse than this rogue. It's going to be a charge by the warrior. Finish up by Kajix, who does have himself quite a bit of damage. He can really get Kragar's health down to about half-ish before Kragar even gets a chance. Going to be a spear. Kajix has a cloak of shadows for it. With a shadow step, as Kragar goes for a leap, leaping back in. He's just a monster of leaps. But looks like the rogue is going to be able to get away from Kragar. Super unfortunate how that went down. But the rogue does not sit in stealth for too long. Once you get another kidney shot at Kragar, you know it. Poison bomb. If you could poison bomb Kragar in that, that'd be, or kidney shot at Kragar in the poison bomb, that'd be fantastic. Trinket out of the rogue. Could be put himself in a bad spot. Kragar does go for a massive heal. Vanished by the rogue. And Kragar is going to need to use whatever he can to heal. Not a lot of ways to heal right now, though. Oh, he has a bit of a ignore pain and eyes, and maybe, just maybe, he might be able to counteract the rogue that way. I don't know if a Battle Master Trick is available. Could pre-commanding shout in case the rogue goes after him. But if Kragar just catches the rogue, he'll be in a fantastic spot. Sap, does he have the eyes? It looks like the eyes. Oh, he's still looking at the rogue. He was still definitely looking at the rogue. I don't know if he had Zerkers or not. Get a shot. Kragar has nothing for this. Not a lot of health real left. He's going to go for a rallying cry just to give him extra health to work with. Not a lot of healing. Just needs to survive. Needs to lock down the rogue. It's going to be a Spirit Bastion. The rogue cannot cloak out of this one. Kragar actually recovered quite a lot of health. Where's that health coming from? Oh, that's going to be full flash guy by Kajix. Dude, is there any way where you can beat a rogue in this situation? Going to be a Garrod? Does Kragar have a stun? I don't know if he's playing Stormbolt. I don't know if he does. Big leap away from Kajix. Just trying to get away from this rogue. Get this shot again. No trinket. I think it's just going to be over. Kajix taking him out. Assassination rogue, man. Putting in work. Big old I-beam out of Illidasa with a stun into Kajix. Going in for the big hunt. Just chunking out Kajix's health. It's going to be Shackle. Just taking this rogue for a walk. And it's going to end up taking him out at the end. Man. With a full meta as Kromzart is going to be up next. It's going to be another bulk Asian, my man. Yo. Can we get a hashtag bulk in chat, boys? Bulk, my boy. That's my boy Muchas, dude. That's my boy Muchas. Thank you for the 10 months in a row, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. Big reflect up for the Crom. Illidasa, not a lot of health. Looks like he actually might have the upper hand over this warrior. The warrior somehow recovering. Illidasa, no health. Oh, how did you recover, Crom? Oh, must have been a Kyrian sippy cup, right? It's going to be Dobra up next as a Fury Warrior Night Fae. Looking just to shred through Crom. Is going to be able to get him with that execute at the end. He got them Garrosh shoulders, dude. Big old spalders. I like it. Wait, can't you get those shoulders now from the Soul Render buffs? Am I wrong on that, or am I wrong on that? I think I'm wrong on that. Maybe. Kreiser actually finally able to get to play this week, dude. Kreiser get to play a ton. Dobroslav. Держи, брать. I think it's like telling him hang in there. Dobroslav name. Is that like good worded or good mannered? It's definitely just worded in Russian. It's gonna be a big old port out of Chrysler. Tried to port Dobro, but Dobro is just gonna blink in there. Chrysler looking for the port himself. Couldn't throw Dobro out of the arena behind the pillar. But he's gonna hit him with a mortar coil at least. Chrysler still holding on to his big cooldowns for now. Shadow Fury on the corner. Does hit Dobro. Is gonna hit him with a Cataclysm. And the Warrior is gonna have himself a hell of a matchup with Chrysler. He is playing that Night Fae. He does get that mobility. Big old port, and he's playing the honor talent to a PvP talent to toss Dobro where the port is. Going to be a succubus CC, and Kreisbad should be able to go for a big old setup. Going to be a Casball flying as Andrew not letting us watch the duel. A Dobro, why you want him like that? Why you want him like that? Get out of there with that, dude. I need to see the man. Oh my goodness, this man looks awesome, by the way. I love the tattoos. You know what it looks like? He looks kind of like if God of War was green. If this man just needs a longer beard and he'll have that God of War look. I love the tattoos and everything. Looks absolutely fantastic. I like the war paint, I guess, right? How much tattoos, but rather war paint. Gonna be emulated by Kreisbad and Dobro. Looking to get a big old charge. Kreisbad looking to port him out of the way. Knocked down into Kreisbad. And Dobro does get ported behind the pillar. So Kreisbad has an extra way to deal with warriors and other classes to make a gap. And that's gonna be that port. Into a succubus CC, no way the warrior can stop it. Casball setting up, and I think it's going to be, yep, Shadow Fury at the very end. And Red Speed is going to be up next as an arms warrior. Necrolord looking to go for big damage. Reflectors up versus Kreisbad. Has himself the banner. Got himself the big mobility. Trying to see if he can catch up to Kreisbad. Going to be an Infernal locking him down with the Mortal Coil after. Trinkets for it. Going to be Fury into Kreisbad. Fearing the Succubus. Going to be Kreisbad going in for big damage while Wall is up as Red Speed trying to go for the most amount of damage. Blade Storm Blender is out as Kreisbad got himself some cooldowns rolling. Big Casball is ready. Does he reflect it? Looks like Red Speed is going to back up out of there with the reflect coming in the last second. Could have been really, really bad for him just now, but that still is an Infernal chasing after the boy. That Infernal is just going to keep melting you little by little. 21% dampening. Looks like the dots is still in. Succubus is still there. I think Red Speed is just done. One spell is just all it takes, dude. One ability is all it takes. So Red Speed trying to recover in health. Is he playing Second Wind? Because if he can kill that Succubus, he'll be okay in Second Wind. And Kreisbad, I think he's just going to hit him with a Demonic Circle Cataclysm. Red Speed does play Second Wind, so as long as he's out of combat, he actually does get a pretty decent amount of healing. But I don't think Kreisbad is going to let him. He's just going to send the Succubus back in there. I don't think that Succubus is going to die anytime soon. Does go for Sharpened Blades. Trying to deal with that Succubus as best he can. Big old leap. If he gets himself a Flesh Cap, then actually it's going to give him a shield to deal with the dots. And actually that will technically not hit his health. And I think that technically, as long as your health bar isn't hit, you will gain the benefits of Second Wind. I believe. I could be wrong on that. Because there it goes. Big Flesh Cut is available. Does have himself Battle Master's Trinket. It looks like Red Speed is not out of the game just yet. Mortal Coil is sent at him immediately. As he does have Avatar rolling. Big old Casball getting set up with a Soul Rod right after. And Red Speed just out in the open, leaping away. He isn't going to run around chasing after Kreisbad. Instead, he's going to back up. You might just have to wait until a higher dampening in order to make something work here. But if anything, as long as he's away from Kreisbad, he is going to get himself a bit of a reheal. Mounting up, and that's going to be his biggest challenge, dude. He's literally the variant fighting the Burning Legion. Is he going to be able to defeat Gul'dan? Or is he going to be turned to ash? Like your boy, Missy Varian. Kreisbad. Sending in the Succubus on the side, gonna be the Succubus CC. Chrysler will always be able to get that good opener at the start. Unless Red Speed goes to Trinket like he did just now. Stormbolt to Kreisbad, does have himself full banner. Reflect is available in case there's a Mortal Coil getting sent. Gonna be a port for Kreisbad. That's gonna be something reflected back to Kreisbad. Red Speed turning the attention onto the Succubus, is trying to eliminate something, anything. Mortal Coil getting sent at him. Interfere right after this. He has Zerker Rage. Should be able to Zerker out of it. And that's going to be new Succubus trying to come out. Kreisbad, though, unable to get himself full Succubus. Might have to find a way just to port Red Speed out of there. Is he going to go for it? Fell Dom is used in order to summon a new Succubus. For Red Speed, though, that's just an extra target to continue hitting. And he's doing A-OK outside of that. Kreisbad on the other side. Succubus is invis. Succubus will always be able to get that Succubus seduction in the opener. Unless Red Speed goes to pick up the eye. He's just bailing out of there. He is playing out for the long game. 35% dampening. Maybe just waiting for cooldowns. Maybe just waiting for that commanding shout. And honestly, might not be the worst idea. Succubus is in the room with him. Does he realize it? As soon as you know Kreisbad is running at you, you know the Succubus in the room with you. Gonna be Christ, but opening up with a big old chaos build in the opener. Just a big hit for half your health into a stun, into a cataclysm after. Red speed needs whatever defense he's got, but looks like he's just gonna get locked down. Oh no. That was actually so good. That was actually so close, dude. Oh my goodness. That was actually so good. I enjoyed the hell out of that duel. That was a tough one though. Chrysler is just a monster. That warrior, dude. I mean, you can't stop the Burning Legion, dude. Not by yourself. Not by your lonesome. I do want to give that guy credit for playing Necrolord. That is really, really cool. And actually, I think it worked out for him to be a little bit tankier, right? Alrighty, boys. Atho versus Alex. We got to get him in there, and we'll get Anto or Krager versus anybody afterwards. I think Krager and Atho haven't played each other, have they? So I think we'll do something like that then afterwards, yeah? But we got ourselves Atho and Alex. We'll get them in there, and then we'll just diversify a little, and then we'll just go by who's ready first, who's ready last. Love watching Cries, super fun to watch, dude. A lot of these boys are enjoyable to watch. I'm surprised with Kajix, dude. That's the guy that surprises me the most this duel. Assassination rogues are generally not bad in PvP. That being said, assassination rogues also they don't have the bursts of subtlety. So you are looking at assassination rogues, and you're seeing that they are very much vendetta reliant. Like in a 2v2 arena 3v3 arena, it's good sustain damage, but in like a duel, like sub will come in, they'll burn the Shadow Dance, they'll go for a reset. Join those Dance to do a lot of damage. Assassination, Kajix is getting a lot of damage value out of the kidney shots. Very strong value out of kidney shots. I mean, he kidney shots put somebody to about half health. Like that's a strong opener. Like you can really make a play afterwards. So I really gotta give credit, but maybe this is normal for assassination. I gotta play my rogue a bit as a sats to see what it's like. Maybe it's just norm. Maybe that's just the norm, you know? Maybe it's just a norm. Switch. We got ourselves Libra over on the team 1 as a Beastmaster Hunter. We got ourselves Athaman on team 1 with Taxi as Affy, Zava as a Feral, and Copyfin to Cole first goal. It looks like it's going to be Atha versus GFuck in the opener. Atha trying to see if he can survive the survival hunter. Bird is going to be a stun around the corner. Has a chicken coming out for Athaman. That's going to be GFuck full cooldown. Is blind to GFuck. Is that going to be maybe a stun out of Atha? Does he have the big go? Stun to GFuck as he turtles. Wait, does he still take damage? He doesn't. That steals a turtle and a stun though. What a timing for GFuck. That was incredibly well timed. Absolutely insane, inhuman reactions. And that's going to be Atha trying to get himself a full malediction. I think his malediction didn't work out versus that GFuck, but GFuck is getting big value. Athaman is gonna probably have to bubble or bop it. GFuck actually super low. Could be Athaman's game right here. Does end up getting the big shield of vengeance pop at the end with Demon Ox is going in for the big old hunt in the opener. Charge right after Athaman bubble in at some point through that. And Demon Ox is trying to see if he can bail out. Big meta to get away from Atha. As Atha tried to go for a bit of an Ashen, should have probably just dropped down a full Ashen, honestly. Tried to go for some heals. Is that going to be no interruptive help for Demon? There isn't. Atha actually disrupted Demon with a Venti port. And could go for a full Ashen. He is having to deal with the Demon Hunter. He could just fight him out in the open. That Ashen does heal you for quite a bit. Is going to drop down Ashen. Get interrupted on Shadow. That lets him get all the holy damage if he wants to. Doesn't stop him from holy. It's going to be that Ashen Holler coming down. Demon getting hit with a Hodge. Trick inside of his stun onto Athaman. Atho's Hammer Justices or Hammer Righteouses. Hammer Righteous are going to be pretty hard hitting, by the way. Those bad boys are going to hit quite a bit. Eye Beam for Demon. He's trying to see if he can tussle with Atho. He's trying to play around with the Ashen, but he wants to mostly send in the darkness. In cap onto Atho. With an Imprison, going to be charged by Demon. Not a lot of health real left for this man, unless he got defenses. I think he's done for. It's going to be one more hammer. Comes down with a final verdict as the Demon Hunter rushes past him. And Prox is going to be up next versus Atha. This Paladin is pretty spent. Bubble is down. Adaptation available. Wings available very, very soon. Chill of Vengeance is up, and it's going to be Prox. What are these bombs that he's tossing? Those look like, is that a trinket or is that a toy? Blind onto Prox. Looks like Atha does not want to fight him. He's just bailing out of there. He just had a freedom and just rushed for the pillar. This Pharaoh just got way too much pressure. These claws are sharp. As Athaman is going to take a bit of damage, trying to see if he can disorient Prox with a Shadow Interrupt. And Prox just continues to throw around these poison bombs. I don't know what these things are. Quick maim onto Atha, and that's going to be a Blessing of Protection for Athaman. But it's going to be some damage onto Prox with a Hodge. Wings are available. Is it going to be the big old Prox? Is going to have himself the Frenzied Regen once he gets low enough. I know it probably is. It's probably like a Merilith conduit or something, right? Merilith soulbind or MNE soulbind something. That's probably what that poison stuff is. It's probably one of those, right? I don't think it's a trinket or a toy. It probably is one of the Necrolord soulbind stuff, isn't it? But remember, I think it was like a Legion trinket or something. Was it not? Stone to Atha could be really bad. No outs right now. It looks like Prox is going to chow down. Planting a flag onto Atha, that's a little bit BM. I don't know if that man deserved it. I think he played a hell of a game. Copyfin letting Prox go for a bit of a fleshcraft. Letting him get that full start opener. That bear for fleshcraft, by the way, feels like cheating sometimes. Because there's just so much extra health just because bear form. But then again, there are probably other classes that utilize this, like Battlemaster Trinket. I guess you could do that. Lightning Lasso onto this kitty while the Fire Elemental is blasting him. Looks like he was actually, ooh, stopping the big old lead by Prox. It's going to catch him with a Fate Transfusion, taking substantial damage in there. That was such an awesome totem play. Copperfin just kind of clothesline Prox, dude. Prox tried to get out of the ring, and then the elastic band around the wrestling ring just pulled him back in. It is so good. That's like a wrestling move right there, dude. Gonna be Copy, trying to see if he can recover. Actually getting quite low in health and swap into fire damage. Wall is gonna use, needs to recover and healing. Bashed by the Feral, could be really bad for Copy. Does he have anyone to disrupt it? Massive healing for Copy coming out. Is gonna use the Night Fae port to get the hell out of dodge. And Prox looking for a bit of a reset. Earth Elemental is getting used, so that's gonna be second wall for Copy in case he needs it. But also a second stun in case Copy needs it. But Copy so far feels like they're a little bit behind. Big Lightning Lasso getting used onto Prox is going to establish a little bit of that dominance and health pool. Prox got himself plenty of heals, and Copy just needs to make sure. Does he need to be on the lighter side of the pet in order to even get any value for it? Does he need to be in line of sight of his Earth Elemental? Going to be that totem backup. Prox knows what's happening. Is going to turn around attention, trying to kill the totem. Looks like he's actually taken quite a few globals to kill it, as it was some freebie damage on a Copy for the time being. Did Bariskin just to live through it? That's going to be that wall by Copycat recovering on that healing. And so is Prox. And we're not even in dampening, dude. All these duels, all this carnage, and not even dampening up until now at 1% dampener. Maim onto Copy, Lightning Lasso reverse onto Prox, and we'll see if Copy can somehow squeak this one out. Looks like Prox is doing really well. The amount of self-healing he got with a swarm, the damage he could put up, Shackles of Malediction are getting used, and looks like Prox just somehow dodges it. It just like, it starts and stops. Or maybe he dispels himself. That's probably what it is, because it is a curse. Copy trying to get disrupted. Does get hit with the Skull Bash. Could be a bash out of Prox after. Copy could be in a really tight spot. Needs a heal, but looks like it's going to be a bite out of Prox. Just whittled down Copyfin over time. Absolutely crazy. And looks like Zava is going to interrupt the Fleshcraft. Not wanting to let Prox get himself a full reset. Prox with the Thorns, and Zava taking lots of the Thorns damage. Is going to get a Shackles onto Prox, who is going to trinket and dispel himself immediately. He knows that that's going to be way too much damage to pack up and take. That's going to be way too much of a ramp. It's going to be Ursul's onto Prox. Throwing Ursul's onto Zava. And looks like the Feral Zava is actually getting the big old opener onto Prox. And there goes the Ursul's leaping him back in. Main by Prox. Does he have the big go? Zava does have a pre-wall for this one. And Prox is kind of out in the open, no wall available. Looks like Zava looking to get himself a bit of a reset. If he can get himself a stun onto Prox, the full combo could probably do it. Does he have the calm points? He's just waiting for cooldowns. Does have the maim. It's going to be a very short maim, though. I don't know what happened, but that's going to be an interrupt by Prox, and Zava is the one going down. Oh, super, super unfortunate. As Tags is going to be up next on Team 1, trying to see if he could best a Feral Druid. Got himself the pet, the Dark Glare, in there immediately, just trying to get some dots onto Prox, and so is Prox, dude. You're just trying to get some dots back at him. Literally catfight. It is so hard, man. It is so hard, Zayed. That is a tough one, man. That maim, I don't know what happened. I guess he was maybe did too early, maybe didn't account for the DRs. But that's what I was thinking he was trying to do. Maybe he just, maybe it's the UI. Like most of you guys are running Gladius or S Arena, and you only see like 3 players on the other team. You don't see in all 5. You don't. It's so much harder to track DRs. So that's probably what's going on. Tags, though, just getting beaten up by Prox. It's going to hit him with a fear. Trying to get the dots up and running. Full haze buff and everything. Is that going to be the bit Dark Glare? Actually got himself quite substantial drain life with 50% dampener. Big haste with that one, too. Could go for the Dark Glare to extend these dots as well. It's going to be Prox actually dispelling himself. Not dispelling, well, dispelling agony. But he did get interrupted. I was thinking maybe he silenced himself. Well, he did get silenced, but like through, not the UA, but through another ability. I guess the best way to put it. That's going to be Tagsy with that Dark Glare. Going to be Prox putting the Dark Glare as well as Tagsy out to the side. And actually, Tagsy being Affliction, if you could just put full dots on the procs and then go for the chain. I guess procs actually could dispel it, can't he? No, yeah, procs could dispel it without too much of an issue. Tagsy get it hit with a maim. Big ol' bite, but procs. More to coil. Tagsy had no health whatsoever. Drain live. Get a skull bash on it. Shackles Malediction trying to come out. It looks like procs does take him out. Fleshcraft really quickly before Libra is going to be upon him. The Hunter needs to just burn through all his cooldowns just to take down procs. Going to be a stun. No trinket available for the Feral. Thorns are up. The pets are empowered. Procs leaping in onto the Hunter. Quick maim. There's going to be a swarm on him. Libra does go for the big wall swallow the fittest. 30% DR in damage for a short amount of time, which I think it literally just disappeared. That's going to be Dora. Shadow's trying to see if he can Dora around the corner. Bash by procs. Does he have the blades? If he's got the blades, then I think procs just wins by default. A Libra taken out. Does get himself a little bit of self-heal. Feign death real quickly into a camo. Oh, the pet's dotted up. Looks like one of the pets is dotted up. If not, maybe him is dotted up. That's going to be procs just continue to charge in. Maim short into Libra. Does have the full Feral Frenzy. Is that Feral Frenzy going to be enough though? Libra is taking quite a lot of damage right now. Could be the end for him. Procs just needs a few more globals and he'll be Dunsky. Unless the Libra can maybe go for a CC. Does get the freezing trap. Into a trinket by... Not a trinket, but a dispel by procs. Man, that is so hard. It is impossible to lock this Feral down, dude. This guy came in and is just unstoppable. Just stormed through the rest of the team. Actually insane. Necroferal is the most insane thing. It really is nuts. It really is really good for PvP. They're incredibly good for PvP. Actually insanely good for PvP. It is just ridiculous. Man. Man, that is so good. Alright, let's go for Alex and Anto and Krager and Atho for the next deal. Yeah, boys? Just to start getting that variety in there, dude. Just to get the variety. Krager's ready. If Atho's ready, we'll get you in here. I know Atho just got to play, but we'll get him versus Krager. 23, 24, 25, 25. Hey, boys. You can say this cat on fire. Yeah, it literally is on fire, isn't he? It literally is on fire. Mystic though, Cat Jam. Glad you like it, my guys. I'm loving Fury Warrior event through for PvP. Just so much fun. Yeah, with big cut devs, it's probably insane. Here we go again. We didn't really get to play. Did find one more. All right, Atho's looking for one more, so we'll get Alex and Anto. Also, nerf Feral Cat. I agree with that. We'll get Atho. I mean, we'll get Alex and Anto. And then we'll go Atho versus Krager because Atho's looking for one more. So this way we'll have everybody that made a group play different players, and then we'll just go first come first. So if whoever's ready, we'll just queue you into the next group. We'll try to rotate you guys a little bit. You know what I mean? How to join? Through LOG, we have a pin in the top of the chat that tells you exactly how to join. Today's duels are on EU, so just go to LOG, custom PvP section, and then look for groups by tapping number 5 for 5V5 1v1s. If there are any groups available, they'll get you in there, boys. They'll get you in there. Hopefully, team 1, whoever is their 5th, gets in. Hopefully, we do get an actual 5 in here. We'll be doing NA games? Yes, tomorrow, Raul. Tomorrow, same time. 5 p.m. East Coast to 7 p.m. East Coast. Sometimes we go in a little bit overtime, but that's okay. But that's okay. Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got ourselves team 2 together with Anto. On that team, we got Cryzbad, Kajix. We got ourselves first up and running Tron Kala. And that's going to be a big old convoke by Christina. Oh! I was wrong. We got Crom instead of Tron. Christina! Why? How would you do that? In the opener. That boy didn't even get a chance to play. Literally deleted. Shackles of Malediction onto Crom. Look at the charge of Christina fearing. And actually going to reflect the Shackles of Malediction, the Mortal Skull effect, Mortal Necrotic effect. Big bites out of Christina. Wait, Christina, stop convoking. I think this man has still got some residual convoke in him. That bite, what was that? It actually just took off Crom's head just now. He had to stitch it back on real quick. He's a good thing he's a Necrolord. Oh, yeah, this guy's Kyrian, never mind. He got the sippy cup to fix it. What is going on? What is going on? Christina, quick bash to Crom. It's gonna be Trinket. Christina looking to see if he can get the hell out of dodge. Gonna be charged by Crom. Wait, does he take out Christina? He just needs one more execute. I think Christina's out. Oh! And Christina is down for the count. Well done by Crom. Who is the 5th on Team 1, by the way? I never got the 5th. Jeff 10 is going to be up next. Jeff going for some big damage with his ON onto the warrior. Didn't even stand a chance. No parry, no nothing left. So the warrior literally used everything just to take down Christina there. What was that feral burst, by the way, dude? Just press convoke. Just convoked him. And he's running the middle on convoke, isn't he? Oh my god. Druids just good all around now? Yeah, druids are pretty good. I think it's fair to say druids are pretty good. We're still waiting for a 5th on Team 1 of G-Funk, Jan as well, Jeff as well as Prox, but maybe we'll get him in there. Jeff though, try not to break the bonds of Fel as best as possible. That's gonna be an Infernal, keeping him warm though, stun locking him. And Jeff looking to catch himself a little bit of reset. Those Vivifies are not really going to do much in this situation. Does have a Ring of Peace to boop. Cries bad out of the way. Jeff might not pop a defensive here. Does he have anything? Trying to create some line of sight. Vivifies are available. It's going to be Shadow Fury on the corner. Just is going to die unless Trinket Karma is used. That Trinket Karma is going to save him for the time being. He needs to back up immediately. Needs to rotate more defenses most likely. Diffuse Magic might need to come out. Incap into Cry's-bed. Leg sweep to follow. He's going to be able to lock down the pets as well as the Warlock. Big old kick onto Cry's-bed. Doing substantial damage. Going to be the Diffuse Magic. Is going to be Fear out of Cry's-bed. Jeff, not a lot of health left. That's going to be a big old cancel. As Diffuse falls off, and that's going to be Cry's-bed. Annihilating the boy. With G-Funk up next, dude. As a Survival Hunter versus Cries bad. I still do feel bad there's a 5th not here, dude. A 5th person not there for Team 1. But looks like Cryesbad and G-Funk are trying to give each other a bit of an honor duel. G-Funk taking advantage of the fact that Cryesbad kind of pulled himself out. It's going to be a succubus you see as G-Funk trying to go for some damage. Trinkets out of the seduction. Going to be a stun to Cryesbad. He's going to Trinket Mortal Coil into a fear to G-Funk. As G-Funk does already have a pet sack rolling. Feign death really quickly just to clear the target of Cryesbad. That's going to be the big ol'... Ooh! G-Funk got some burst to him. It looks like Antu a little bit out of position, but it's like, well, G-Funk is here, so we might as well duel each other. Just gotta stun him. Just what is this game? This meta is so quick. And that's gonna be Prox up next, and Antu still got damage. What is going on? Prox going for a bit of a fleshcraft. Behind the card. Can he somehow slow this game down a little? Or is he just gonna speed it up and take off Antu's head real quick in a big old bite? Is that what's gonna happen? Antu though bleeding. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, dude. This is the first time in 5v5 1v1 Duels we've had this kind of burst of just somebody comes in, clap. Then another person comes in, that person gets clapped. Another person comes in, claps that other guy. You guys are speed, yeah, the Broton saying in chat right now, you guys are speed running these duels. These are the fastest duels of patch 9.1. 9.5. Imagine if we got a patch 9.5. Looks like Prox. It's gonna win for KJX. Did KJX walk away for a second, try to get himself a sippy cup? Try to get himself water? He's probably expecting like, oh, these guys are gonna be doing for at least another 2 minutes, right? There's no way. 4 minutes, 5 guys dead? Dude, for real. No, not even 5 guys dead. Wait, it was 3 on Team 1, 1, 2, 3 on Team 1 that are dead, and 4 on Team 2. So it's actually like 9 people down in 4 minutes. You just, one person comes in, claps the person out, the next person comes in, claps him, then it's just a slapping fight. It's a slap fight. However, there's the next that slaps the other person down to the ground. Jesus. Blind onto Prox. And KJX looking for a bit of a reset. Does he have any bleeds on him? He does have bleeds. He's going to open up with like a road. Try to see if he can see get a shot into a cat form of Prox. He might be able to do it here. Trying to go for Shackles Malediction. Going to be a trinket for Prox. It might actually be better for KJX to kidney shot, then go for Malediction trinket onto Prox. Looks like it's going to be Prox, and Prox actually choosing to trinket out of that kidney shot. No more blind for KJX anymore. He's going to trinket out of this. No more evasion by the rogue. Bash by Prox. Looking to end the duel right here. KJX, I think, has him though. You guys literally speed ran this duel. This is the fastest duel of all time. What? Everybody gets to play except for like whoever was the 5th of Team 1. I guess this duel would have been a little bit longer if we had full 5 versus 5. I don't understand what's going on. At least I don't have to wait for healing reduction. True. If you're a big, if you're opposite of a fan of dampening, you're probably a huge fan of just how fast this game went. Crazy, dude. We are speed. Oh my god, dude. All right, Krager and Atha, we gotta get you in here next, boys. We gotta get you guys in here next. Krager, let me know if you're ready. I think he's ready. Hold on, let me go. Let me get a water real quick. And then we'll get Krager versus Atha, okay? Burpee. Alrighty. Krager and Atha, man. You guys are crazy today, dude. You know that? You guys are just monsters. Ah, crap. I can't spell Atha, man. I spelled Ottoman. Ottoman. I spelled Ottoman. It's not with an A, right? It's an O. Ottoman. Ottoman. What's up, Dal? What's up, Angel? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, boys. We got ourselves another set of duels. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Upload this video fastest duels ever. Dude, I will. I think I will. That was ridiculous. I didn't expect it. Ooh, we got a variety, dude. Yay, let's go. Switch. We got us quite a bit of variety versus Team 1. We got us a Team Russia. Team Russia, Ruski period. Yeah, boy, давай. Team Russia, hurrah. That's about as Russian as I can get it, dude. That's about as Russian as I can get it. We got ourselves Arhi, we got ourselves Wolf, we got ourselves Grom, Krager, as well as Couriers. It's a word for course? Like a course at school? Like a class? I don't even know. We got ourselves Atha on Team 2 with Helen as a Shadow Priest. I like it that. We got ourselves Taxi as Affliction, Zava as a Feral Druid, as well as Copyfin as an Elemental Shaman. Looks like Taxi. Let's go to first up with Arhi activating that Earth Elemental immediately. He is just charging a Taxi. Is there a Taxi that's dueling? I think it is Taxi that's dueling, right? Got himself a port away from that stun of Arhi. Hits him with a Mortal and run him in the other direction. And Arhi got that Ghost Wolf up and running. Gonna be... Was that a wall activated? Ghost Wolves are actually activated. That's what it was. That's what it was. Taxi popping in wall right now to try to see if he can survive this damage. As it's going to be Arhi with big burst. Taxi trying to go for a fear. Does Arhi trinket out of it? Did it tremorate? Might have actually. Going to be a mad damage out of Arhi. Taxi got himself reflect, trying to drain through his damage. No reflect, no interrupt available for Arhi. It looks like Taxi actually was able to survive this quite a bit. Big board disconnects himself away from the chain. Drain life onto the pad. Now Taxi actually survived the ungodly burst out of an enhancement shaman, boys. That's going to be a full UA try to set up onto Arhi. It looks like Arhi is out of steam for the time being until at least the next Doom wins legendary drop. But until then, it's going to be Taxi actually able to play the game for a little bit. Going to be an interrupt on the Shadow. Trying to go for that Malediction trinket. That Sunder. Looks like that Sunder broke that Malediction. Going to be UA. Looks like he's going to get him with a stun. No, has a port ready. And Taxi just got these dots rolling into Arhi. Is going to be able to whittle him out. Arhi can remove curses. He can remove Curse of Exhaustion or Curse of Weakness or Agony. So he's going to be able to remove quite a decent dot from Taxi, especially one that needs so much ramp up. And it's going to be able to deal with a lot of his other abilities. But Taxi got that good sustained damage. Big old Dora Shadows available for Arhi. As he's just straight up chasing after Taxi. Looking to see if he can get himself a good setup versus the Warlock. I keep swapping to the wrong person, I'm so sorry. Tags to hit him with that Mortal Coil, looking for that Drain Life recovery. And it's going to be a trinket on Archie though, so that's a 2-minute trinket gone. Does he have another go? Does he have a Bloodlust together, maybe with a Doom Winds? Looks like he might have something here. Trying to see if he can make some damage happen. Tags, he does get a port. And that's going to be Soul Rod onto Archie. Archie is dotted up quite substantial, and Tags is just trying to run away, let these dots do work. Big old gateway. And Archie still has plenty of mana to work with. These dots do rot him down over time. Especially if Tagsy goes for the, what is that, Contagion ability, I think it's called? I think it was Contagion. Big old Chain Harvest on the Tagsy and hits the rest of Team 1. So it's actually heal, not damage, which is fine. Tagsy get interrupted though. Could be really bad. Big Drain Life. Recovering a lot of health. There's going to be a Sunder. Mortal Coil onto Archie. Tagsy recovering on health. And it looks like he's actually should be able to stabilize. Archie though, plenty of healing for himself as well. Lots of maelstrom from all his ghost wolves. And Tags, he got that mobility for the time being. It's a very much a back and forth duel. I'm actually surprised at how close it is. With a Shaman as well as a Warlock. Enhancement Shaman versus Affliction. One is all about this mad burst just overlapping all these cooldowns together. And the other is more a little bit about that burst, but very much about the whittling down aspect of just rotting people down. It's going to be a Dark Lair. Can Archie deal with it? Pop it in a wall and just look at to just stay on top of Tagsy. That's going to be a Healing Totem Stun onto the Dark Lair. And that's going to be Sunder onto Tagsy. Has a big port available. The Dark Lair is just continuing to slap him with I-Beams. For every single die that's up on Archie, those I-Beams do quite a bit of damage. It's actually just not good for him at all. Tags trying to go for a bit of a fear onto Archie. Maybe away. It's trying not to get interrupted at the same time. Archie's in about half his health. Still plenty of Maelstrom, plenty of mana to maintain his health. The healing of Enhanced Shamans has been nerfed as of this patch. Like 12% or something. But it still is quite substantial healing. Tagsy with that Drain Life, he does let this Agony Tick store up on Archie. And over time, those Agony Ticks turn into a mad Drain Life. But Tagsy got plenty of bursts. Big asset is available. That's going to be Tagsy trying to see if he can run out of there. Ooh! I don't even know why. I think I just went to space for a second. Convoke the Spirits coming out by Zava. Gonna be Archie surviving it. Still has Ascendance. Mad healing off it. A Zava just popping in wall with Thorns just continuing to chuck damage, and Archie is gonna dispel the Shackles of Malediction. Him being enhancement, he doesn't have to worry about the trinket at all. He's gonna get a Shackles of Malediction of Zava while he's stunned. It's good. Go to activate Zava's Frenzy Regen, Emergency Healing. Archie is gonna get himself a small heal in between other birds by the Feral Druid. Big Roar by Zava is looking to get himself a bit of a reset. That was absolutely insane burst out of Archie. Tagsy played that super well, but I think with against Archie, he just has so much consistent healing. I don't really know how you can beat him unless you go for like a full Mortal Coil with full cooldowns rolling into a stun and spam Malefic Raptures at the guy. Or you need to... I actually don't know. I actually don't know how you beat him. I don't know how you beat it. I actually don't know, because if Archie could dispel magic as well as... Because I guess a healer, Tagsy's insane, because Tagsy will put up a UA on the guy, and Tagsy will also use the Chains of Malediction, and you're not going to dispel Malediction because you're going to dispel UA, and if you dispel UA, that's just going to do damage to you and silence you. So it's like a perfect setup for Affliction Warlocks in 2v3 Arena, 2v2 Arena. But against Enhancement Shaman who could just dispel Curse, it's too good for him. Zava tried to go for a big Convoke the Spirits. Archie has a stop for it. Did save a trinket for that one. I think it is a minute-long Convoke though. So next time Zava can line up that big minute-long Convoke to Archie, it could be really, really bad. Unless somehow Zava's bites just hit the Earth Elemental instead of Archie. And by then I think the Earth Elemental should be gone. Try to see if he can cycle on Archie. Does Archie have the big burst available right now? Looks like Doomins might be available. Zava leaping up onto the platform. Onto the central platform of the Dalaran sewers. Door of Shadows just door dashing over to Zava. Or to see what we call it, door dashing. I guess you are using Door of Shadows just to kind of like door over there. Big leap by Zava, missing it by a pixel. But still is able to get ahead of Archie. Actually, even catching a reset for a second. Is that what it looked like? I think he did. Maim onto Archie. Does not have a Convoke with this one, but Zava just trying to buy himself some time with a root onto Archie. Looking for a bit of a re-heal himself. Needs any kind of healing he can get. But he's going to be able to get himself a clean reset. Archie is looking to pick up the eye. Does not have a trinket anymore. So him being able to stop Zava is going to be of great importance. If he can somehow stop the Feral Druid, they'll be in a fantastic spot. Looking for him. He has to be behind this pillar. Outside of that, Archie can't really do much about it. I guess he can sit in Ghost Wolf, right? because he's not playing an Aurora Shield. Big combo coming out. Zava unable to kill him. Archie being an orc does not see the stun fully. Is able to get an interrupt at the last second. Could have been some mad bites towards the tail end of that convoke. And Archie was able to stop it. Big stun onto Zava. Thorns are up. Is going to get Ghost Wolf in there to join the fight. Zava not in a great position right now. Looking for a very, very defensive play. No trinket available or nothing. The Ghostos are doing the damage. Big roar onto Archie. No bleeds onto the Shaman, so he's actually able to get us a reset. That's going to be Frenzy Region with a wall rolling. The Savage is going to turn up the heat, trying to see if he can turn up the heat. Big Maim onto Archie. He's going to go for the Shackles of Malediction. Archie can't dispel this effect just now. Bashed by Zava. Does he get it? Archie needs a heal. Does sneak one in somehow. Ascendance and just takes Zava out. Just ascended beyond the feral. I ascend beyond your mortal needs. I am greater than thou. Literally, he just ascended above us. He showed us who is a god amongst men. He actually was at no health at all. And then pow. Absolutely amazing. Archie though, just continuing that aggressive play. But I guess Copyfin is going to be 3 minute cooldowns, not available. About a minute until those ghosts will back up. So I don't know what he has available. Maybe Doom wins together, but I don't really know what he could really do against Copy. It also doesn't look like Copyfin or Archie are either playing grounding totem, so it's going to be really interesting if they'll be able to ground much from each other. I think Light and Lasso can be grounded. There's going to be an ability that just will not eat any grounds. Is Copyfin playing Earth Elemental? He is, so Archie should be able to cut out harass Copy by continuously purging it. Going to be Earth Elemental joining the fight. Hex trying to come out. There's going to be in-cap by Copy. Is still going to try to re-hex. Is not Copy. I think he's just trying to get himself a bit of a reset instead. Earth Elemental already out and about, trying to get a Stormkeeper. Archie does not have a wall for this or a grounding totem for this one. It looks like there's going to be Archie caught in the static totem, stuck in the fence chain link. There's going to be Light and Lasso afterwards. At least he's in Ghost Wolf. At least he's in Wall. Shackles of Addiction can dispel immediately. Too bad for Copy. He can stun Archie and channel the chain. So that'd be kind of cool if you could somehow. But it won't let you. So he's kind of in a bad time. Chains of Malediction are up, and that's going to be Copyfin either finishes off full fake transfusion or not. Does land a stun on Archie around the corner. Is trying to maintain himself with heals as best as he can. Archie so far I think is in a decent position. He got some cooldowns coming up very, very soon. Should have Doom ones available. That lasso is going to put him a little behind. 27% day, but he's still continuing to heal. Unless Copyfin can just go for like a big burst. That totem I think was on top of the boxes, so I don't think that one was stunned in the first place. Big thunder onto that hex. Hardy does not have a way to interrupt the hex for the time being, and that's gonna be Copy trying to make some big damage happen. Does he have the big go? Static link totem, lava burst into another lava burst into big zaps. Archie just taking these zaps into earth shocks right after. Juke down these totems as fast as he could. And a Light and Lasso to follow. He just has plenty of self-healing though. Still got plenty of that Maelstrom, plenty of that mana. Copy looking to get the hell out. Archie in 30 seconds has the big unleashed damage. Hex trying to come out, but Copy, does Archie have an interrupt? He does if he needs to. Big chain, I don't even think he needs the big damage. Trying to see if he can slow down Copy. That's going to be Dora Shadows roaring next to Copy. Stun tone coming down. That's going to be down for Archie. Trinkets out of it. Thinking he could just end Copy for right here. Sundering has an interrupt still. It does end up lava lashing him at the end. Archie though, just showing us the power of an enhancer Shamanza, boys. I like it. Just watch my duel that died in a kick because I couldn't wall. The Shaman played very well. Yo, Taxi, you played really well in my opinion. Don't beat yourself up. You played really well. That's a tough matchup. Honestly, actually a tough matchup. Did Archie just sacrifice Copyfin's soul? This man's brutal. He just defeated a Shaman. I mean, I thought, you know what? From one Shaman to another, at least I'm gonna set your soul free. Or actually, no, it's more like sacrifice the soul, didn't he? I don't really know if he sets it free. Because I'm pretty sure the Jalen has it. Halen just erupting with void eruptions everywhere. Archie bailing out of there immediately. Gonna be more shadow crashes around the corner. And Archie just looking to catch himself a little bit of healing. Wall is up. And Helen has himself full PI and everything. Full burst, Void Torrent, big damage. Gonna be Ascendance. Interrupt Helen. Actually, we could tell. Oh, he interrupted him with Shadow before Disperse could come out and just blasted him with damage. Oh my god. That Ascendance again. This man is ascended. He's beyond the mortal ken. Oh my god. This Shaman is insane. Atherman trying to see if he can Ash on Hollow where Archie is hanging out in, hodging him down. Might be able to get some big damage in there too. Gonna be a short stun into Aether though. I don't even know how the totem still hit him. And Atherman just tried to send an Ash, and that's going to give him those hammer right just a little bit more damage. Like 100% more damage increase with that. So he's doing A-okay for now. Archie, try to see if he can rip a bunch of health out of Atha. It looks like that Chain Harvest did the trick. Sunder onto the Pala. Archie needs a trinket for the next big go by Atha. He's definitely going to need a trinket for Blind or Hodge or something. He's definitely going to need to get rid of one of those two. And Atherman has both. Hodge, does Archie have a trinket? I think it could be over. I think the Shaman is getting capped out, and Atherman does end up taking him out in the end. That was a rough one, boys. That was a rough one. Damn. Archie, though, just absolutely went above and beyond in these duels, though. Absolutely above and beyond. Actually insane. Looks like Grames, right? Gramus? Grameus? Is that what this is supposed to be? Maybe? But Grom is going to be up next versus Athel. Eye for an eye is activated by the Paladin. I didn't expect for them to run that defensive, but there's a lot of physical damage dealers on the opposite team. So it makes sense. Got to be Grom going for the big avatar. Massive, massive banner. Just a massive orc. Just roaming around, trying to see if he can break through the bubble of Atherman. But looks like he's unable to. Atherman still not a fantastic spot. Big Stormbolt coming out, and Grom is stunned for a second. Reflect back up into Atherman. Oh! Grom with a play with a reflect, dude. That was amazing. That was amazing. That reflect was picture perfect. He waited. Yeah. Also, by the way, Archie healing. Insane. Actually crazy. Look, did you see that healing? The damage was incredible, but the healing he did too. Like the final number. Basically a million damage, million healing. What? Like, I don't understand. Crazy. Alright, boys, let's get another put on it, yeah? Alright, now we had everybody face each other at least once. We gotta mix each other up a little. We gotta start mixing them up, boys. We gotta start mixing these duelers against one another. Oh, I wanna try these duels. You're more than welcome to Angel. Doing them tomorrow for NA, today for EU, 5 to 7 PM East Coast. If you guys wanna join any of the duel groups. Up and running. Play versus player, pyramid group, custom PvP, find a group top number 5, enter, and you're good to go to find one of the groups that is looking for more. One new. Krager's ready. I guess we could do Alex and Krager, yeah? We'll do Alex and Krager. So these two are ready right now. Krager and Alex. Here we go, boys. Anter's ready. Awesome. We'll get you in here, man. Sick reflect. That was a sick reflect, wasn't it? That was actually fantastic. Good, fantastic effect. Are these duels in EU as well? Yes, they are, Steaks. They are in EU currently. That's why you're seeing all these Russian names in here. These are EU right now. This is currently EU duels. If you want to join them, Steaks, you're more than welcome to. We do EU duels Friday from 5 to 7 PM East Coast, daytime, US. Which, what is that in CEST? Do I have that info? Hold on. 5V5 1v1 Duels info. It's from 11 PM to 1 AM CEST over on EU. At least is what it says here. I don't know if that's true or not, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Did I save that one? I better have. Imagine not saving that duel. That'd be very casual of me to do so. 6 hours your time down. -6 to your time down. -6 to my time. Yes, I think so. Could be wrong. Switch. We got ourselves a mage first up called Ponimayu. Is that what it is? His name? Ponimayu. Wait, isn't that the word for understand? Is his name Understand? I understand. Versus Prox, the Feral Druid. It's going to be a Fire Mage Ponimayo with a big old Shimmer, double Shimmer into a Nightfall Port. It's taking a bit of damage from this kitty cat. Got himself the triple shield available. Trying to go for Ring of Frost onto Prox. Needs to see if he can walk the kitty into the ring. Is he going to be able to? Big old G-Pie is available. But I think Ponimayo is actually just going to melt. So Dots is going to get frozen. Ice Block available for Ponimayo. He's got the super low. He got a lot of cooldowns out of this mage. And he didn't even do damage there, did he? He didn't even do damage. That wasn't even cauterized. So Ponimayo could have just turned around G-Pied at Prox. I think it would have actually been okay. Go just running for the full burst. Gonna be a big ultrasound by the mage. Trying to see if he might be able to make some damage happen versus procs. Needs to go for a big old meteor, missing that meteor versus procs, or even if he did hit. I think it just got absorbed into that Necrolord shield. Tricking out upon Mayo does only hold on to that Cauterize, trying to see if he can get away from the Feral as best as he can. The dots are in, trying to go for shifting power, at least get himself the shields back up pretty quickly. And that's going to be Ring of Frost onto Prox. Finally able to go for maybe a Greep Eye. It's a Trinket? No, just a Bark Skin. Full combustion available with Big Pirates coming out. Phoenix seems to follow, chasing after Prox, but looks like Prox is going to go behind the pillar. Got himself a bit of a reset. The mage ticking down to dots. Is going to, I think, send a meteor. Yeah, he did send a meteor on the opposite side, but Prox is kind of coming at him. Is that going to be Seed Pod out of Panimayo? Ooh, got himself shields in the last second. Oh my god, I think still this man is not out of the woods. I think that basically the duel is over. That's going to be the Seed Pod. That's Panimayo somehow can get himself the ultra time. I think the Seed Pod is dead anyway. That's rough, man. That's rough. Yo, that's such a tough matchup for a mage versus a Feral like that, as aggressive as Prox was in the opener. That just didn't quite work out. Wanted to go for CC chain way earlier. Just couldn't. Going to be a Chimeric shot onto Prox. Is going to eat that freezing trap. Has a trinket if he needs to. Wolf finally able to lock down Prox for a second. Trying to go for Scare Beast. Looks like he's not going to be in cat form at least. Big leap by Prox and shifts into a bash onto a Wolf. Wolf trying to go for a feign death. Big pets and get it beefed up and ready to go. And I think it could be lots of damage on a Wolf. Stun onto a Prox who pre-walls his damage. And it's going to be Prox trying to see if he can get some counter bleeds. Counter pressure back on Wolf. Wolf is playing that Kyrian. I believe the Sippy Cup has come out. Prox super low in health. Could be really bad for him. If there's going to be Resonant Arrow, does hit the Resonant Arrow. Does he catch Wolf Prox in there? Prox is all want to go back to the arrow. Just tussling out in the open with Wolf. Could be still really bad for him. Trinket for Wolf. Does he have the kill shot in the end? Getting the kill shot to the best do the work. Looks like the I was gonna say, looks like the regrowth will get through, but Wolf just didn't let that happen. Just didn't let it happen. And Wolf is gonna need to go for a little bit of a reset himself. First aid and just chilling. I just thought it was the Valperas that break in the sand, dude. So uncertain, not even like dead on the floor normally, but literally hairy bird in the sand, just unceremoniously. That's just the like the angle of that area, of that sand dune behind that pillar. Gonna be G-Funk versus Wolf charging in. Stun onto G-Funk. Trickets out of it immediately. Getting a counter stun back into Wolf, who is gonna go for that pet sack. And that's G-Funk activating coordinated assault. Gonna be that Chimeric Poison rolling on G-Funk, though. Is gonna reduce the amount of damage he'll do for 25% for a few seconds. Freezing Trap trying to drop it down to Wolf. Did he actually trap Wolf just now? Or was it one of the pets? Might have been. Trying to see if he can destroy all the pets. G-Funk is able to destroy the pets. They're still able to get kill shots in there, kill commands in there, but not able to get the full autos. And Wolf tried to go for the big damage that G-Funk has himself, the big manic bandages. Wolf got himself a feigned death. It's pretty bad, in a bad state. G-Funk could really turn this around. He has got that Venthier go with big kill shots. Big Harpoon onto Wolf could be really bad for him, but I think it's going to be Wolf down for the count as G-Funk puts him on the chopping block. Freezing Trap onto Grom, but I think G-Funk is not getting out of this one alive. Big old executes coming out by the Warrior. Flash crafting, and he's going to be able to get a little bit of that G-Funk soul in there. Absorbing it for the flash crafting future. Jeff is up next as a monk, trying to see if he can slow down Grom a bit. Grom came out in that duel. Didn't really commit a lot of cooldowns into G-Funk. So you should have everything versus Jeff. Jeff popping in would look like, yeah, he is popping the wall. So Brew, the wall brew, Fort Brew has been used. By the way, like your tabard. Huge fan of that one. Fits the rest of the mock pretty well. And Jeff taking just hits after hits of Grom's health. Just hasn't went anywhere. That flesh cap is strong. It's been holding on for quite a bit. Is going to mount up on the big Grom link. Try to see if he can catch up to Jeff. Banner's still out, so if Jeff does try to do CC, it is going to be very, very hard. Jeff actually taking lots of attention onto that banner just to make sure it's taken out. There's going to be a Stormbolt by Grom. Parry up as Jeff going in for the biggest damage possible. Grom trying to see if he can just walk away from the monk for a second. Does he run second wind? Does he actually? I don't think so. I think if anything, what is he running? Leap? Maybe he is playing defensive stance, battle stance. I could be wrong in that one. I could be wrong, but Jeff does end up taking him out. Against a monk, there's only so much you can really do. And Krager is going to be up next versus Jeff. Kieran versus Kyrian is going to Zerka Rage out of that in-cap as Jeff tried to lock him down into paralysis. But Krager's too angry to get paralyzed. He is not paralyzed in the face of fear. Nay, he's emboldened by it. He's excited by it. It's kind of his thing. It's kind of his shtick. Jeff actually just gonna blend it on a blade storm. Big lead by the warrior, charging around the corner. On top of Jeff is gonna land that execute. There's nowhere for the monk to go. Diffuse magic. Maybe a port. He had a port available, but looks of it. But I don't think he pre-set up a port or anything. Crusader's gonna be up next. Krager does have a trigger for it. Big combo coming out. Krager trying to see if he can just Zerker rage through it. Or enrage regen. He tried to see if he can just enrage regen through the convoke. 20% DR didn't stop this feral. I actually can't understand it, dude. I don't understand it. Cheap shot onto Christina as Couriers is going to be up next. And that's going to be the last rogue on team 1. Last challenger of that team. We got Zaro still on team 2. Going to be blinded to Christina. Not going to trinket it. He knows he can win this rogue if he just doesn't trinket it. Just don't trinket. And you want to get hit in the kidney shot. Basically never trinket. And he'll never kidney shot you fully. And knock you down. Roar. Ooh, catching the rogue before he picks up the eye. Bash and Korea's trinkets out immediately. Try to give himself a cheap shot go. So now the rogue does not have a trinket. Christina could just wait until the next bash. Just go for a full convoke. There's nothing that stops him. Nothing. I repeat, nothing that stops him. If he thrashes right here, oh, almost. If he just thrashed right there, or swipe right there, he probably would have been able to find the rogue. That is just incredible, dude. Incredible. Christina through your boy, who's full plate armor with enraged regeneration. 20% if not 30% DR. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. That convoke, man. That convoke. Yeah, career. He doesn't have a trinket anymore, so if he gets bashed up by Christina, it's going to be game over. Christina just needs to be sure that he isn't cat form when he goes for the bash. I mean, he doesn't really need a long stun. He just to make sure he's maximizing the value of that, of the Night Fae ability. Trying to see if he can roar careers, does not quite get him. It looks like this rogue is just chilling in stealth. I think this rogue is just gonna wait until he got cooldowns back up like blind and trinket. There's actually no point of him to fight Christina. He's literally gonna go for a bear nap. I don't blame you. I just want to convoke, man. I just want to convoke, dude. I just want to press my button, man. It looks like careers is gonna disturb the bear with a cheap shot. If Careers goes for an early bash comes in by Christina into convoke, and the Pharaoh just unleashes. Oh, he just needed to press that button once and he wins. Oh my god. The Pharaoh convoke legendary. Dude, remember how the ledger was pretty good on PTR? They made it even stronger that it still is a 2-minute CD, right? Oh no, 1 minute CD, but it lasts it's only like 25% shorter of a channel, so it still will do more of your best abilities. So it basically is a better convoke. Every 2 minutes you get more value for it. It's actually crazy. Just to be have the cooldown, have the value, but you could use it in between with your CDs. And now it's have the cooldown, slight less than only like 75% of the value, but still in a 2 minutes you'll get to use 2 of them. And that's more than 100% value from it. It's actually kind of nuts. Took over Anto's group. All right, man, sounds good. Let's get you in here. Alex is ready. Krager is ready. Should we throw Krager versus Kreiser? I think we should. I feel like Team Krager never really gets to play. Like, I mean, they just got convoked. They just got voked. You know what I mean? We got Alex. We could do Alex and Athel. I don't know if they played. I gotta get Krager another chance, dude. His team, man, is getting screwed over and over. We gotta go Kreiser and Krager and then Alex and Athel. How does that sound, boys? That's how we're gonna do it. Guys, 2 hours for the matches I played. Oh, beautiful stream. Good night. You're really experience for which coming by, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Strong Ryan Davis vibes rip. I don't know who that is. I'm not just getting slapped by Alex Scott. Okay, that's just me getting slapped by Alex Scott. Good. Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. My goodness. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one up and running. Yeah, boys. Another one up and running. Yeah, boys. Switch. Got us as team 2 together with Christ Battle. On that team, we got us as Kajik swapping out the Mog. We got Tron Kalo. Hopefully, finally we'll get a chance to play. Because also they didn't get a chance to play. Arky on this team together with Crom versus Team 1 together with Wolf. We got ourselves Grom. We got ourselves Illidas. We got ourselves Krager and Simba. Yo, Simba, be out of stealth and out of cat form unless you're dueling, and out of bear form unless you're dueling. Thank you so much, my dude. In case he's running Euceros, you know, Euceros, you kind of run it for duels, but bear form at least give you more healing or to allies. It's going to be kind of cheaty doodle, but you know, you can only control so much of it. You get what I mean. Tron getting hit with a stun. Illidasa tried to see if he could charge in. Tron already trinketed. Illidasa could maybe go for a big hunt. It could be over unless Tron goes for a karma. Pre-karma in this. He's expecting big damage. He's expecting the big damage. Imprisoned by Illidasa, he just needs him to survive a little bit versus Tron. Gonna be Ring of Peace on one side. Illidasa trying to see if he can get a charge in. Blur could be a big damage for Tron. Into maybe a hunt. Charge, hunt. Oh, just hit him with a 1-2, 1-2. And down goes the monk with a big old metamorphosis onto him. Arhi got a lot of damage ready for himself, actually. Mad damage available for the shaman. Shackles and Malediction for the both of them. He has to cancel his own shackles. Actually, he's winning the shackles battle. He's not going to dispel himself. He was just winning the shackles battle. Doesn't put him dispelling. That's actually hilarious. Or he could have just dispelled, which interrupts his shackles, which interrupts Demon Hunter shackles, or he just lets it happen. And the Demon Hunter is the one who's behind. That's actually crazy. Simba gonna be up next versus Arhi, trying to see if he can get the big bleeds in there. Did the Shaman go for the biggest burst possible? He did some burst. He was gonna be static totem, just keeping Simba in place. Just not let him run. Simba's just trying to get out of there, dude. He's trying to realize the totem is what he needs to take down. Gonna be Shackles and Malediction onto Arhi. As Ascendance is available for the Shaman. Huge burst coming out. Is he going to have the biggest go on Simbasa? Simba could be in a really bad spot. Barsk is up. Not a lot of health. Wall coming out. Going to be still big lightning bolts out of Arhi. And Simba's still alive. Still kicking. Still ticking. It's going to be quick Ursos, and Arhi's going to get yoinked back real quickly. But Dora Shadows should put him in a better position. Got himself a quick heal. And Simba still trying to see if he can get himself a reset. Next time Arhi has a big go. Could be really deadly for Simba. But I think he's going to be okay. Thorns is up on the druid. I like his purple transmog, dude. He's got the purple kitty. He's got a purple mog. Like, it's all purple. If only he had the purple mount too, right? I guess if he could go Dio form, that's kind of purplish. Purple-ish looking. Or maybe not a Dio form is more purplish looking. Could be wrong on that. Arhi going for a bit of damage. Big chain harvest. Simba stuck in the chain link fence. Trying to see if he can get out. Still trying to just run out of there. He can't leave. He actually can't leave. Arhi, does he have the burst? Does he have the procs? Big maim by Simba with a heal for himself, and Arhi stunned. But he's going to chill for a second. Simba might be able to get himself a reset with a heal. Restealth? Does he catch a restealth? Looks like he does. As long as there's no loss on him, he should be okay. And Arhi is going to go behind the wall here. Or behind, kind of away from all the walls, away from all the line of sight. If he's going to have Simba attacking him, better be out in the open. Big flash gun alpha available for Simba. Arhi will not move. He's just holding his ground. Might even pick up the eyes, actually. Could go pick up the eyes, but he decided, you know what? In case the Feral got dash, he's just going to wait it out. Going to be an opener by Simba. And Arhi is going to pop a wall here. Thorns are up, trying to purge him off of Simba. Does get to him. Does Arhi have the big go here? Does he have the totem to come down? I think the totem went down. Stun to Simba. Does he have the big burst? I think he's got himself some setup. Gonna be the full static link. Arhi needs to go for a little bit of self-heal himself. Actually kind of low in health. Simba continued to run into the totem. Continued to get it booped around in there. But he's still just trucking and kicking just fine. Bark skin was used. That was the slime shield conduit or trait used in order to give him a little bit extra survivability. It looks like Arhi is out of juice for a little bit, at least for 30 seconds before the Ascendance is available. But at least Arhi is able to heal himself. But in terms of cooldowns, in terms of damage, I think he's just waiting it out. Trinketing really early versus Simba is going to go for Shackles and Malediction. That's going to be Simba. Just taking the full Shackles, not dispelling himself at all. Could be really bad for him. Big chain harvest by Arhi. And just looking to maybe end this duel here. Badged by Simba. It is very, very short. Sundering by Arhi and does end up taking Simba out of there. That was a rough one, man. That was a rough one. Kragar is going to be up next, charging at your boy Arhi. Is going to get caught in the spear. And Arhi just going to have to... Did he just run out of cooldowns? Or did he just kind of let Kragar play there? Maybe it's just out of CDs completely, actually. I don't think... He did have Ascendant, so I guess maybe he could just run full Ascend. I'm not really sure what happened, but he did go down kind of quickly. He kind of stopped playing for a second, it looked like. Maybe he's just giving Cracker an opportunity to play. Maybe he was completely out of cooldowns and just actually couldn't do anything. Hard to tell. Going to be a bit of a rematch between Kajix and Cracker, by the way. Cracker's going to take a bit of damage from this kidney shot. But him and Kajix are going to have himself a hell of a game, dude. Definitely a hell of a game. Cracker getting kind of low on health. Disarm immediately. Does get himself a sippy cup, I believe. As the Kajix got a full Vendetta rolling on the Warrior. Blind. No more Trinket available for Kragar. He did Trinket as soon as he saw the Vendetta. So I wonder if Kajix is going to kind of whittle Cracker down. Cracker is recovering quite a bit of health though over time. He is recovering quite a bit of health. So he should be A-okay for a bit. Hopefully. Maybe. Potentially. I think it should be okay. Cage has got himself a full flash cut behind the pillar. 5 minutes in this duel. Dude, that disarm versus Kragar as Kragar gets low and he can't go for Bloodthirst, that is actually deadly. That is really, really deadly. I almost feel like Kragar needs to pop off cooldowns, force a disarm on a Kajix as early as possible before his health gets low. Gonna be Shackles and Malediction onto Kragar, taking the full hits. Can't really do much about it. It's gonna reflect the necrotic effect back to Kajix. Disarm coming out into Kragar. At least he doesn't have a lot of his health necrotic. And Kajix just letting those bleeds stick in there to Kragar, just the spice going in. And that's going to be a quick advantage by the Rogue with no ways for Kragar to put a dot on a Rogue. He's definitely got himself a clean reset. Cage is skulking around, no Vendetta, but does have evasion, does have Cloak of Shadows. Well, I don't think he necessarily needs it. Kragar is denied even being able to go for first aid. Cage has got himself that Shadow Step. Blade Storm in case there's a kidney shot out of the Rogue. Fear, that's going to be Cage's tricking out of the fear with another kidney shot onto Kragar. Just taking him out in the 1-2-1-2. Just a couple kidney shots and down goes Kragar. Going to be a full burst out of Grom. Stormbolt onto Kajix. Does have evasion. Those overpowers are still going to go through evasion if he's getting them back to back. We just get back-to-back procs. Blade Storming case. Kajix has any kind of CC for Grom. And I think it could be an execute right here. Disarm onto the Warrior. Does he choose to trick it? He does trick it out of it. Big execute as the kidney shot comes out. That execute was already in queue as the kidney shot came in. That weapon was already mid-air. And as soon as he hit him with a kidney shot, those arms, dude, the big arms and a big chopper just slamming down. Grom is up next. Big War Breaker versus Grom. Crom and Grom, dude. Yo, are these brothers? Are these two brothers? Yo, Crom and Grom, dude. They're literally brothers of the same Warsong clan or something. Kind of cool, actually. Looks like Crom was able to best Grom. And the kill shot comes out from Wolf at the very end. Oh, what is going on? Wait, everybody gets to play this game. Literally everybody gets to play this game. What is going on? What is this? Looks like Cry's Bad is the last one left. Does he realize it? Yeah, it does. It's like time for me to do this again. Gotta love the hand mount, dude. You got the golden one, that's awesome. I have that one as well. I have that one myself. Hey, Dalaran, welcome chat. Cool question. Someone can send a best build for Warrior Fury PvE. I would check some of the guides out there, my guy. I don't really know a best Fury Warrior build for PvE. I would check guides. We have actually a lot of helpful links over in the Discord. The wolf is just melting. Feign Death real quickly, as there's going to be a stun around the corner. Chrysbet is going to be eating that Kyrian, Resonator Arrow. Trying to go for Shackles onto Wolf. No Feign Death available. Does have a Turtle. That's going to be Silence onto Chrysbet. That Silence Chimeric Shot does not stop the Shacklers though. That does not stop Shackling, which is interesting. Fear onto Wolf. And in case one's going to set up his Wolf, just go down here. Could be really bad for him. Feign Death for a second. No more wall for Chrysbet. Could be interrupted. Wolf at no health whatsoever. And Chrysbet does take him out in the end. Just looking around like nothing happened, huh? Was that the duel? Was that it? Okay. Oh my god. Yo, Cyban, my man. Check out some of the links we have over in Discord. Link down below. Link in every description of the streams. We got a lot of useful, helpful information. And one would be what are some of the builds that Warriors are running for PvE right now, for Mythic Pluses as well as in raids. And you can see the most popular builds, what is getting the most big value, and which legends are running and everything, conduits, covenants, all that. So I think you'll find a lot of that info down there. Very, very helpful, my guy. Is that 29? That's 30. All right, we got to get Atherman. Is Alex ready? Alex and Ather will get you guys up next. Откуда столько русских здесь? Русские, здорово, ну чё, привет. Я не знаю, нравится им стрим. Cheapest kill shot I've ever seen in the stream. True, Benji, true. That was just like, you just leapt away and there's already mid-air, dude. It's already traveling. Might as well be called cheap shot. Oh wait, Rooks have that one already. But yeah, от Карагара, yeah, от Карагара. Но не дрался с Карагаром, потому что не убил бы никак на full KD. What's KD? KD. The full KD. The full KD. KD is probably like some acronym, I don't remember. Ну да, я вижу, что ты делал архи. Вижу. I mean, this VM, I'm leveling up a balance druid. I'm surprised so fun. Hell yeah, my guy. Yeah, Boomies are pretty good right now. Alex, I'm ready. Zathu's ready. He wants to play. New World so much better than WoW. You think so? I haven't got to play New World. That game is in beta though. I think it's too early to tell if the second game actually be really good. I want to see the final product. I want to see the end game. I don't think anyone's made it to the end game at all. Just born in a name that abuses people. Go. What? For me? Riser, ready? Alright, bud, we can get you in here, man. We can get you in here, dude. Krager, also ready? Yo, do we throw Riser or Krager at Atho? Chat, who do we throw in? Riser or Krager at Atho, boys? Who do we throw in there, man? Who do we throw in there? All the quests in New World are the same for the campaign quests. I haven't played it. I do need to give it a try, maybe. You don't need endgame with New World. It's a PvP focus with faction wars. But then why did the developers take it from a full PvP game to a more PvE focused game? Even the developers think opposite. Otherwise, it wouldn't have done what they did. Originally, it was going to be a full game. Atho, 5 out of 5? Yeah, I gotcha. Chrysler or Krager? Who do we throw against you guys? Who got to play? Who hasn't got to play? I guess we could throw Chrysler, right? Throw Krager in there? We'll throw Chrysler. We'll throw... Let me do a coin flip. Let me go to coin flip just to make it 50-50. Coin flip. Alright. You guys ready? Okay, coin flip. This doesn't count. It's a 50-50 either way. Let's give Krager the Krager heads, Chrysler tails. Wait, no, what? Krager heads, Chrysler tails. Krager heads. Okay, we'll do Krager. That wasn't stream, right? Just so we're sure. We'll do Krager. It's literally 50-50. Oh, wait, Alex is ready. Okay, hold on. Krager, I debated you. Krager, I debated you. Alex Burn is ready. I originally meant to do Atherman versus Alex anyway. So let's get them in there. Debated. Sorry, boys. We'll see if we do one more after this one. I'll see how I'm feeling afterwards, man. Twitch or YouTube for streaming? I like YouTube. I just do Twitch for a bit. Luke, boxing and kill stuff. Lock boxing and kill stuff. I really do need to. I still want to give it a try. Like, it looks kind of like a chill time. Like, New World could be kind of a fun game. A lot of people are saying good stuff about it, even though it's still in the beta. I do want to see what the end game for it is going to be, though. I want to play the New World, but already bought it, but it keeps getting pushed back release date. Wait, can't you play the beta if you pre-order on Steam? Like, be careful with pre-orders. Pre-orders are a little bit rough sometimes, because sometimes they don't really, deliver. Sometimes pre-ordering means, like, you'll pre-order, and they'll give you a crap product, and you're like, man, I shouldn't have pre-ordered because I got burned. But I guess if you're really jonesing, you could pre-order if you wanted to, but be aware that if you do pre-order on Steam, I think they give you the beta. I could be wrong. I would check with another source. I wouldn't quote me. Monkey's my boy. Looks like hell yeah, dude. Monk's a lot of fun. Did I save that game? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Xerox going up first on Team 1 together with Eleganten is just charging in there with a big old breath, big old poly. Eleganten, how you doing, my man? That's been a bit of G-Pie coming out. Xerox is playing that Necrolord monk, so that's going to be really, really fun. Bone Dust Brew is going to be a ton of damage. You got them lightsabers in the back. I really need to get myself a set of those swords. They look fantastic. Eleganten, though, look at Elegant, man. Shackles, and it's going to be Xerox bailing out before the Shackles really gets a thing. Or did the Shackles go through? I think the Shackles didn't go through, so you might still have Shackles for later. Otherwise, it would have been a good way to just, like, lock down Xerox. Can diffuse magic, reverse curses? I know it can reverse magic effects, but can it do curses? Because that Shackles is a curse. Elegant trying to make sure there's quite a bit of distance between him and Xerox if he's going to charge at him. Maybe he's waiting out. Maybe he can go for a blink breath combo. Is going to breath him. Xerox somehow not getting breath. That's going to be a poly trying to come up for Elegant. Missing that breath though is going to be quite unfortunate. Xerox trying to go for a big old Fist of Fury. Going to be another poly. Elegant does himself all the time, so he's going to be a-okay. Zuen joining the fight. Xerox Bone does brew. Going to be tricking out of the poly immediately. Trying to see if he can max out the burst. Elegant taking quite a big hits. There's going to be lots of damage out of the Monk with an Ice Block for the Mage. And Xerox is going to have to go for a bit of a reset. That Bone does brew in a 1 minute CD though is going to be pretty fantastic for him. Trying to get more Fist of Fury rolling already on Elegant. Ring of Frost is getting used. Xerox does not have a trinket anymore. So Legaten is going to be able to go for the full go. That's going to be most likely a Karma to Xerox. Radiant Spark coming out. Xerox with a big old port. And Legaten got himself full combustion ready to go. Did he carry in it? That's going to be also diffuse magic, but Xerox not taking a lot of damage from the combustion. Got himself a full flash cut behind the pillar. And Legaten is trying to make sure, again, there's plenty of distance between him and Xerox. Every time he goes in for a bit of burst. Pyro coming out, flying out from the fingertips of Legaten. Nova onto Xerox. Does he have a target loss? He does have target loss to break him out of that route. It's going to be another repoly, and Legaten got himself control, at least for the time being. Is going to go for a big G-Pie, maybe a big Kyrian go. Did he ever use it? I think he did get his Kyrian set up. That's going to be a big, meaty fireball with a G-Pie on top of it all. And actually just blasted this fire blast to Xerox. Xerox could potentially karma this. Could be in a bad spot. Does he feel confident here? Legaten does have himself the ult time in case things got really, really bad. It also looks like Legaten, is he playing the normal blink or is he playing shimmer? I really cannot tell. It looked like he literally just shimmered out of that. Or blinked out of that one. But maybe he didn't. Xerox rolling in. Gonna be another setup by Legaten, who needs himself a really juicy go. In order to lock down Xerox, a G-Pie into a fireball really do the trick. In cap by the Monk, maybe has a setup here. Does he have a big leg sweep? Could be a Karma right here. Does burn a Karma, and Legaten does not have Ice Block to follow here. He's going to just Nova Xerox, trying to see if he can maybe interrupt him. Has a breath ready for the boy with the Ring of Frost. Stops him from place. Actually, full CC. No, it's not. Actually, could maybe go for a board. Does he have any stops for this? Actually, G-Pie comes out wall. And Xerox, I think, is going to be going down here. Oh my goodness, so close. Almost got him, but definitely had himself a hell of a game at the start. Legaten coming in as a fire mage. We haven't seen those guys in a while. It looks like they're almost extinct. So you just play a normal blink, interrupting the convoke from Christina. He is going to be able to blink out of those stuns. So for Christina, he needs to find a way to interrupt him on Arcane and then go for the full convoke. I think it's find a way to break your breath, find a way to force a breath, interrupt him on Arcane, and then go for the burst. That's the only way Christina's going to be able to do anything. Shackles is going to be meted as well, but Legaten can deal with the Shackles easily. Waiting for Christina until he gets close enough for that breath. Into a Ring of Frost is going to be able to go for that big G-Pie setup. There we go, boys. G-Pie coming out, flying with a Radiant Spark. Does he have the big combustion go? He does. Big meteor coming in. Oh my goodness. Christina taking a bit of hits there, but he's going to go for a little bit of recovery. If only that meteor did connect just a little bit quicker, that would have been fantastic. I think Legaten, in a sense, just needs to somehow kind of put the meteor a little further out, kind of expecting where Christina's going to rush over to him. I think it's the only way to like almost predict it, where he's going to go. Christina's still taking quite a bit of chunks of him. These pyros are not stopping. They're just continuing just to pelt him. Blinking, no more bash, no more way out of it. Convoke the spirits, trick us out of it with an interrupt. So they're going to blink maybe a little bit early. Does have all the time for this damage. It's just going to fireball Christina. Maybe use the fireball to get combustions back quicker. Shackles the malediction on the Feral. Could dispel himself. Is actually going to not dispel himself fully. I think he went to full line of sight. Or at least max range. But he did necrotic a portion of his health actually. And that's going to be another breath into another Ring of Frost. I think Christina is going to get caught here. Unless he goes somehow to interrupt Legaten. He's going to try to see if he can leap over it. And Legaten is just going to turn around, staying hovering around that ring. Not playing the Ring of Fire, by the way. A lot of mages have swapped to Ring of Fire. Not Legaten. Got himself triple shield. Christina tried to see if he can swing around the side. Does catch himself a re-stealth. Going to be the Arcane Explosion getting him out of stealth. With a fireball for Legaten. And who left just team 1, by the way? Because it was only Monk. Wait, did we have somebody just DC? It looks like it was a rogue that DC'd or just bailed. Either way, was it 0 energy? Oh, rip. Rip 0 energy. Gonski too, huh? I don't know why. Maybe he just AFK'd. But it's going to be all the time for Legaten versus Christina. You know, Elgato still has plenty of a matchup to fight with. Ice Block has to convoke the spirits coming down with Christina, wrathing some of the dudes over in the team too. And Elgato sitting in that block until the last second. Looks like Christina is going to be able to catch a reset. Does he go for no stun by Christina? Going to be a big old breath into a ring of frost. Does Elgato go for a big old go? Christina might have to shrink it into an interrupt. Does it go for it? Spark sends it. Radiant Spark. Full burst is up. Does Christina run out of it? Wall taking a massive hit from a Meteor either way. Through the wall on Barkskin. Elgato on the chase, but looks like he was out of cooldowns by then. Looks like he was completely out of CDs by then, boys. And Christina caught himself back and reset. Elgato, does he hit him? Does he get him out with an arcade explosion? So nice, he does get to do so. Breath into Christina. It looks like Christina got a maybe an interrupt out of Elgato. If you can get an interrupt out of him, he could be in a good spot with a convoke. Going to be all the time. We're looking for that cyclone. Interrupted cyclone. So Christina could actually go for a good setup. Elgato does not have a second ice block. That's going to be all the time, giving him a lot of health. Does Christina just send it? Just send the Vogue? He could. Still holding onto Trinket. Ring of Frost is up. Getting those big old bites onto Elgato. Looking for that big leap, just leaping over the ring with that Z axis. And Elgato is just continuing to get barrage. Christina's just trying to see if he can bait that interrupt onto Convoke. I think Elgato is just going to melt over time. Does he have anything? Going to be a sippy cup. And a shield available. Just trying to let the cauterize burn to the shield, which at least is going to give him a little bit of health to play with. Elgato, I don't know if he has a human racial. I don't know if he has a blink available. He does have an interrupt. Breath of Christina does use a blink. Christina could maybe go for a setup right now. Is this the Convoke? He does have the maim. That's the big Vogue. It looks like he is going to end up taking him out. Taking massive bites out of the boy. Actually crazy. Feral Instant Heals are so dumb. Feral Instant Healing did get nerfed too. So I wonder if he needs another tuning pass in the future. Going to be an opener onto Tags and Christina. Just getting the bleeds up and running. Tagsy versus Christina. They played each other before. Tagsy could go for the big burst of Affliction Warlock. They do have a little bit of burst, if anything. Getting interrupted on Nature. He's getting interrupted on Soul Rot. No, yeah, Soul Rot. Soul Rot is Nature, right? It's not Arcane, is it? Or maybe it is Arcane. Like, literally wouldn't matter, actually. If it's just a different school than Shadow, then you can, if you get interrupted on that, you're actually fine. Tags is still holding on to, or still had the haste buff rolling. Might to add a Dark Glare into this situation. Going to be an interrupt on Shadow. And Christina wants to go for the big bite, big go. Fear onto Christina. With UA getting set up. Does Barkskin this? Soul Rot and everything is up. Tagsy is going to go for the big Dark Glare. Does he have the big go? Trying to drain life through Christina. And that's going to be Fear. Trying to see if he can catch him. I think he needs a couple of those Malefic Raptures in there. So maybe get full dots and just go Fear into Christina and then start spamming out Malefic Rapture. Maybe Mortal Coil start spamming Malefics. That's quite a lot of dots on Christina. Could landing an interrupt if he does catch him with the Dark Glare. Does he get to Cyclone? It looks like Tagsy does pour it out in the open, try to go to UA onto Christina. He is able to at least catch him with Drain Life. So Christina decided, you know what? Maybe I can just stay in. Mortal Coil gets extended. I think Tagsy just waiting to interrupt Convoke. Does interrupt the Convoke. That's exactly what he needs to. Human Ritual did get used by Tagsy. Fear into Christina. If we can just rot Christina out, he'll be in an okay spot. He's going to go empowering his dots. Shadow Fear afar from Christina. Try to go for a couple of those Malefic Raptures. Doing a bit of damage. Christina has himself the emergency healing activated as it dips low in health. Wall getting used. Barskin, I think, available very, very soon. Big old bites into Tagsy. And Tagsy going for the Shackles Malediction. Christina not really dispelling it immediately. Barren Form trying to go for a bit of heal, but his health is actually necrotic. And there it goes. His health actually recovering, waiting for that Swiftman until the Shackler fell off. And Tagsy, with that wall, should be able to do a lot of damage to Christina, able to get all his dots, and there's nothing stopping his damage for time being. Mortal Coil sent into Christina. Looks like a Mortal Coil almost had a bit of a delay. Big Malefic Raptures. Christina's out in the open. Drain Life hitting him. Does he get interrupted? If he gets interrupted, and regrowth could be really bad. Christina trying not to get interrupted. Does he kick it here? Try not to get interrupted really, really badly. Try not to get interrupted really, really badly. Does he get to? He doesn't get interrupted. Looks like he did juke the kick out of the pet. Big port out for Tagsy. Getting the UAs rolling. Christina, does he go for Convoke and just win it here? Does he get it? Trying to do it. Tagsy with a big old port. Trying to go for Drain Life. Christina still has health for a bit. Fear by the Warlock. More drains are available. He needs to get his bleeds back up to Christina. Shackler's Malediction is up on the Warlock. I think it's over for Tagsy. Does it reflect? Skull Bash by Christina. Trying to see if he can just shatter the dots so they can tick out more. Christina's still under pressure, but that Warlock did go down. Copy Finn is going to be up next. Third person over on Team 2. And Christina is just decimating these boys with that Min Convoke. That 1 minute vote. That 1 minute vote. See like a dots on him. I think it's a corruption ticket on him or something. Hopefully not agony, because he should be able to remove that. Also reasonable stealth. Yeah, Pharaohs are pretty nutty. Christina's definitely making it look really, really easy. Really good. I think what Christina's going is going for finishers as much as he can, so he can just regrowth. And then when he does need to go for reset, he goes behind the pillar. If he already has a regrowth rolling, he'll just swift mend it, get himself a rejuve up and running. Gonna be static link? Wait. Christina just bare walked out of the static link. Huh? I don't think that's supposed to happen. But it just did. In front of eyes. It just did. It just did. That was good, Taxi. Yo, that was really well played, dude. Taxi played that one as well as it could, man. That was really well done. That was a close match. It really could have went either way. It really could have went either way. Either way, dude. It was really, really good. Really, really close. So much pressure on the Feral. Really gave him run for his money. Trick it out of Copyfin as he sees Christina leaping back in. So it looks like you could leap while you're convoking. You can leap to somebody while you are mid-convoke, which is actually kind of nuts. Going to be stun totem as Copy trying to see if he can catch up with the healer too. Does get himself one big heal. Big old bites with Christina, just reversing all this healing progress by Copy. Try not to get skull bash by Christina. Looks like there's no more skull bash. Big trade for Faceless Fusion. Christina walks out of it. Copyfin just continuing to get bit on. That's going to be a seed pod. Does Christina? The totem wasn't going to let him go anyway, so good thing he didn't have to go anyway, and he realized there's a seed pod for Copy. Taking that seed pod out very, very quickly. Rav Balls, are you going to be up next? Raffi is up next as a Demonology Warlock, boys. We'll see how well it works out for him, yeah? We'll see how well it works out for the boy. Christina, though, chilling behind the pillar. Hanging. 46% dampening. 12 minutes into still almost 13. And Rav, I think, does have at least a way to deal with Christina. He can go with the interrupt by the pet to stop convokes, unless he just goes here, stone him one pet. Rav getting convoked on with a bash. Gonna be a wall for Rav as Immortal Coils Christina summoning a Vilephin, and Christina looking to get the hell out of dodge. Dude, all these pets are just gonna be stuck here. Rav trying to see if he can just walk over, but Christina's definitely catch a reset. Is gonna also do dispel himself from corruption? No, curse of weakness, or curse of, I don't even know. Is it Curse of Weakness? He might be running extra Curse of Weakness. I'm pretty sure shifting forms and Feral. Just removes Curse of Exhaustion. Massive bites onto Rav Balls. Does she survive this? And Rav Balls, the Warlock, trying to go for Shackle's Malediction. Going to be immediate dispel Christina. Taking down the Warlock as Athoman is the last one left. And Christina trying to give him a bit of an honor duel, give him a bit of a bow. Athoman letting him get a bit of a regrowth in there, letting the Feral catch himself in a reset. So it looks like Atho is the last one left versus this Vulcan Feral. Night Fae Feral. Actually pretty crazy. Actually pretty crazy. Going to be an opener by Christina into immediate Vogue. And that's going to be Atho with a human racial rebuking that Vogue. Big bites out of Christina either way as a shield advantage is up for Atho. Shackles a malediction. Atho going for a hodge. Does he go for the big go? Trying to see if he can max out the damage. Going for a bit of a self-heal actually. Using the wings to heal him as much as possible. Wall is up for Christina with thorns as well. Athoman cannot stop these thorns. It is going to bubble it. Does he just commit an all-in? Does he just try to end it? Looks like he's going to slow it down and get him. Oh, no, wake. He does do his ashes. He does go for the ashes. Ashes to ashes. Athoman, I think, is just going to get bit up at the end. Oh, my goodness, dude. The 1 minute Vogue Feral. Damn. That is nuts. That is actually nuts. Wow. Crazy. That's Christina, my man. It's OP. Can we agree that that's pretty damn strong? That's pretty OP, right? That's pretty damn strong. How does one play these duels? You guys join us Friday or Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast US time. So it's 11 p.m. CST time. CEST. That's when the duels start. Fridays are EU, Saturday for NA, and the way you join is player versus player, premier group, custom VP, hit find group, see if there's a group up and running by hitting 5 in the search. It'll usually be called something like 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Also, that information is pinned in the chat, above the chat, but also we have that information over in our Discord if you want to read that as well. Or if you want to start a group yourself, because it's a community run thing, you can always just start a group called something like 5V5 1v1 DUELS Dalaran, and you're good to go. Hello, Mr. Dalaran. I have a friend called 2WA who convinced me to ask a professional WoW player, his words, not mine. So therefore, may I ask you what are some of the easiest specs to play that are easy to play and have a simple rotation for PvE and PvP? I'm not a professional WoW player. I'm just halfway decent and spend an absorbent amount of time in this game. But if that accounts for professional, let me give you... You can technically play whatever class you want, but if you want the easiest, simplest rotation for PvE and PvP, just because it's simple rotation and easy to play does not mean it's going to be the strongest. But if you're trying out at the very beginning, I think Hunter's a... Chat, what do you think? I think Demon Hunter is a pretty good starter. I think Hunter, like Beastmaster, is a really good starting spec, starting class for PvE and PvP. I would say Warriors are pretty simple to start with, right? Not too many buttons. Chat, what else would you recommend as an easy to play simple rotation for PvE and PvP? Not best class for PvP PvE, but just simple rotation, something easy to start with. I'd say Demon Hunter, Beastmaster, Hunter, maybe Warrior. Chat, agree or disagree? Do we agree or do we disagree? Frost DK, easiest boomer class. Okay, Frost DK actually would be one of them too. I don't disagree with that one. Yeah, between Obliterated, between Frost Strikes, yeah. I like MM. But what would be the easiest? Would you describe MM as easy? I'll say Beastmaster is pretty easy. Monk? I don't know if that's easy. Monks is a bit of setup, I think. Like, I think there's classes that are easier. Biggest problem you have with classes in need 10 seconds to amp up of their offense or a way to make it competitive. Out healed instantly by a feral, get more damage than half the time. It's a little bit rough, yeah. It's duels though, but the game isn't bounced around duels. These duels just for fun anyway. You can definitely beat a feral. Like Taxi actually had a really close duels with Christina, and actually I think he beat him before. It's a back and forth. It's a tug of war. You know what I mean? It's all a tug of war, dude. And as these boys get their legendaries, as the boys get better gear, as the boys get experience with one another, right? Christina prior to this was not running the minute CD on Vogue. And now he is. So now it makes him a bit of a different competitor. So now for Taxi, it's like, okay, well, I need to make sure I have an interrupt available for that Convoke every single time. I can't interrupt anything else. I might be able to maybe snag an interrupt if he's trying to heal behind the pillar, but I need to interrupt the Convoke every single time. Or at least have countermeasures for the Convoke every single time. So it's things like that, you know what I mean? Things like that. SAS Rogue is one of the easiest. You think so? Yeah, I'd say pretty easy. Yeah, Hans, I don't comment about anything besides just playing WoW. I literally don't comment on anything else besides just playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, we keep this channel for entertainment. We don't keep this channel for like politics or drama or whatever. Bad things happen. I have my own feelings about it, but we don't comment on the channel. I know I'm busy playing in time, but please answer YouTube comments all the time. I try to add a, I try to commentate the duels, but try to get in between the chat while also commentating the duels, which are gonna go on YouTube anyway. It's a balancing act. I will try to be better next time. I remember I was playing for 15 years, but you could describe it as easy though. Yeah, it says that's Rogue is pretty easy. Survival, dude, survival, Mark. It's actually so fun. In PvP, it's so cool. I love it, dude. I love survival in PvP. Boy, будет нет уже мне спать уже хотим. Do we have more people for a duel? Chrysler said he's ready. Do we have one more group for a duel? What's up, G-Funk? How you doing, my man? How you doing, my dude? Dude, I'm looking at survival, by the way. I did some BGs just randomly just to get a survival hunter Lego. I want to play the chopper build with Mungus Bite. I went Necrolord on my hunter recently, so I wanted to try some different Legos. I definitely want to try the Necrolord Hunter Lego once I get the Renown. And I need to farm up Renown this week, but yeah, it should be pretty fun. Main old Shadowlands. Even Dalaran good, having good ones. Always just up, you know, how you doing, man? Приготовил Кристи и Крагар да Вайсбой. Как готов? Скажи, Крагар, напиши мне. Скажи, Крагар, написать мне. И его Крагара Q на Крагара и на Крайзера. Как его? Q. I don't know how to say Q in Russian. Trying to Q. It looks like Cracker's group is ready. I'm just telling them, hey, let Cracker just write me to make sure we're good to go. But then, man, that Arena Rogue video is fantastic. Had some laughs. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Image. I just tried to do something new, and I had a bit of good positive feedback from it. I'll probably do more of them in the future. This seems like a lot of fun. Chrysler and Cracker's ready, so Chris, I think. Cracker just have him whisper me, dude. Play some Affy games, best spec, duh. Affy is actually a lot of fun, Taxi. I did some random BGs as Affy, and it's actually kind of cool, like maintaining dots and trying to get UAs on multiple people, and like when you shatter your bleeds or whatever you call it, like contagion your bleeds, I mean your dots. It's pretty good. Cries ready? Alright, cool. Let's get him in here, boys. We'll do one more. One more for the home gang. One more for the road, boys. Hook point. I like that one. I have a survival hunter. He's a void elf with heritage gear, Nightborn panther. It looks sick in my opinion. Yeah, it probably look pretty good, dude. You're literally Legion boy. Legion hunter right there. Rogue is not easy ammo. You have to manage dots on a melee class. They have a lot of movement ammo, and your caster class is easy. You think casters are easy? I usually say melee are easier, but also I play melee a lot, so I guess it depends on the player, right? I guess it depends on the player. You get Yasa! Yasa! Shot love! My man! Yasa the Warlock, dude. Let's go, boys! I got excited for that one, dude. Yasa the boy. Twitch. Got ourselves team one together with ya boy. Yasa! Shot love, dude. I am a man. The king. The king. You do you, king. You do you. We got ourselves ML in here as a subtle rogue with Cracker on that team as a Fury Elite, as a Demon Hunter, and Grama as an Arms Warrior versus team 2. We got ourselves Christ Bad as a Destro Warlock, Kajix as Assassination Rogue with Arhe's Enhancement, Wolf as a BM, and Kromzad as a also Arms Warrior. Why is Kajix first up every time, boys? It feels like Kajix almost every time. First up, gonna be a road onto Illidasa. He's getting a stun onto Kajix. Does he go for the big setup? Ivy is getting used. He's gonna get him to demon form into a kidney shot. Does Illidasa trinket out of it? There is a full vendetta. Could be really bad. Trinket's the last second, and no! Kajix just taking him out. That vendetta is just massive damage, boys. Massive damage. Oh, I see you. Yeah, you took a picture with your phone. You could have just, you guys could screenshot Ace or his name? No, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, you're on your phone. I guess it makes sense to picture on your phone, right? Gonna be, whoa. Yasa, where's Yasa? There he is. Yasa versus Kajix. This is gonna get him with a stun. And looks like it's going to be Yasa going in with the second stun with the Falcon. Going to be a full mortal coil. Oh, it's Kajix. Actually, just going to blast him by the turn. He's going to go for a vanish as the Demon Bolt was going to come out of Yasa. Shot love. Yasa for short. But Kajix is looking for that bit of that reset. Yasa got himself a flesh scarf hanging out by Colonel Sanders, dude. I'm just trying to see if he can buy some chickens in the middle of the match. You know what I mean? Ooh, that. Oh, that's a cool effect from that weapon, by the way. It like drips. Like the maw, whatever the hell. It makes this, it gives this scythe a bit more of like a hook to it. A bit more of like a blade to it. Sap onto the pet. Gonna be kidney shot onto Yasa with the Shackles of Addiction. Gonna be immediate chicken for Yasa. Demon Bolt into, oh my god, Kajix is dead. Falcon Shadow's evasion's up. Just one hit needs to take him out. Kajix actually does get himself a little bit of Sifco. Gonna be a Fear trying to come out for Yasa. Does get a slow onto Kajix. Kajix got himself behind the pillar. Sip pickups rolling. Gonna be Valafin as well as a Felguard back there. Disarming the Felguard. Even though the Felguard still has a spade in one hand, dude, this Felguard got them spades. He got them weapons in spades. Interrupt onto Kajix. Kidney shot onto Yasa. Got quite a lot of damage to this Warlock. Mortal Coil triggers at the last second. Cheat Death comes out for Kajix. Playing out to the very end, but a blind onto Yasa is all he could do at the end. Crom leaping in. Big old spear onto Yasa, who's just gonna wall this off. Just waiting out. There's a reflect available for Crom, and looks like Yasa just walled and just waited. He saw the reflect, he's like, I'm in, moving. And Yasa does go for a big old port, trying to see if he can get away from the warrior. Definitely going to use anything he can just to get away from Crom. I'm switching the wrong people, aren't I? Yes, I am. Crom is in the F keys. Yasa is in the 1 through 4s. I have my key binding set up for like targeting 1 through 5 and F1 through F5 over on the team 2. Going to be a stun onto Crom back here. Actually, no, Crom actually started to see if he could kill that pet. Instead, going to be Yasa with the first hit. Crom not really leaping into danger with Yasa. He's kind of letting Yasa get a bit of a reset back there. And Yasa hopefully will have some cooldowns to roll with. That's going to be reflect up immediately. Yasa got himself a second Felguard. That is going to be stun. Trinket out of Crom, trying to go for a Tyrant, maybe. Ooh, stun into a Mortal Coil. Crom is not in a great spot right now. Mortal Coil, oh my god, these pets. That Tyrant's still gonna collapse from around the corner. Crom got himself a massive healing. There's also Warlock Hellstorm from Christ Bad as he went for a big commanding shot. So it's a lot of self-heals from Crom just now. That was a massive amount of healing. Interrupting the Tyrant. It's gonna be Yasa trying to get some demon handle dons in there. Maybe been set up for big demon bolts in the future. All these pets feared out to Timbuktu. And Yasha out in the open with Crom. This is going to be a stun onto Crom. Has the reflect, but Yasha still already has his fell guard spinning to win that duel. Cries Bad is up next versus Yasha. I'm actually very interested how this duel is going to go. Yasha did use a lot of cooldowns just now. No wall available. Also did use Dark Pact. No Tyrant for 40 seconds. And Cries is coming in with full cooldowns. So this will be very interesting. Destruction Warlock versus Demonology. Going to be banished onto the succubus bed as Chrysler leaps in towards Yasha. Going to be Mortal Coil back at each other. It's going to be Yasha. Is going to be able to lock down Chrysler on fire spells with an axe toss. But also that Fear is also going to lock him down too, yeah? And Yasha trying to see if he can just get away from the Infernal as best as he can. Chrysler getting those instants in there. Yasha having to go for Warlock Hellstone. There's going to be a bit of a chess match here between the two. A bit of a chess match because whoever gets the most CDs out of the other basically wins. Chrysbet actually turned their attention to just chaos bolting the main pet, trying to see if Yasha can be disarmed away from the Felguard. As the succubus has had big CC onto Yasha, is going to go for a pet swap, not playing the succubus. Instead, he's going to play with a puppy. Try to see if he can interrupt Yasha next time he's trying to summon a Felguard. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's just going to try to see him interrupt it. Wait, he actually can't. Wait, he can't. He didn't interrupt him. How did he not interrupt him? Did his pet not have the interrupt available? Did he juke something out? I think Yasha did juke something. Yasha must have juked something. Yasha not an amazing amount of health. They're trying to go for Fear onto the Felguard. Or the Fel Puppy. Going to be stunned to Chrysbell with a second summon Felguard. Could go for the main Felguard. That's going to be Jimon and Taran joining the fight as the walls available for Yasha. Big port for Chrysbed. That's going to be Yasha with that wall. Fleshcraft cannot interrupt it. Going for a banish onto the main pet. Chrysler is back behind the pillar, getting attacked by the Tyrant and every other pet. That's going to be Shackles of Malediction onto Yasha, who's got himself a port. Does create some distance to break the chains. Chrysbed is trying to see if he can fear one of the Felguards, the summoned Felguard, not the main pet for Yasha. So at least one of these pets, actually, the summon pet is probably better to fear because he's doing 25% more damage. And Chrysbet turned the attention to the main Felguard, trying to take it out immediately. And Yasha is back in the situation where he got to figure out how to get rid of the interrupt by Chrysbet and then summon a whole new pet. He is able to summon some of these smaller pets, but he isn't able to summon his main big pet. Trying to go for Razgal, most likely going to be a Mortal Coil available for Chrysler. And unless Yasha can stop him somehow, he's going to get at least Vilefin. At least he's getting some basic pets in there. Most likely going to, yep, Mortal Coil, but this is going to be a Felguard, the Fel Puppy around the corner. Yeah, Yasha is in a bad spot. If he can't get his pet back, he's in a really unwinnable spot. Got himself a Battle Master Trinket. Is that even going to help him much? Got himself a big old port. Let's see, maybe Fleshcraft, anything. I think it's over. I think he's just dead. Cries Bad taking him out by taking out the main damage source of that Warlock pet spec. The Warlock Felguard, dude. Once that thing is gone, it's over. ML is going to be up next with a Mortal Coil sent by Chrysbed. With the Fear is going to summon Succubus. Actually, forced him to trick out of the rogue to try to prevent Chrysler from swapping up pets. Chrysler most likely has a Fel Dom available anyway. He's going to chuck out a Kesbold at ML. Cloak of Shadows does come out at the clutch time as Chrysler did activate Dark Soul. And Chrysler is just trying to avoid ML as best as he can, keeping him in combat with a Fel Puppy. If he has Fel Dom, he will be able to swap out for his pet. Gonna be a trinket out of Chrysbad, out of the kidney shot. ML stuck out in the open with the dots rolling on him, with the Infernal nearby. He walks too close to the Infernal. Could he send the pets at him? No, I don't think he could send the pets at him. But ML, I don't think he's gonna open up while the Infernal is around. Because I think he's just going to continue to radiate damage. Sap onto Chrysbed again. Going to be kidney shot by ML. Does he have the big go? Flagellation is used right now. Trying to see if he can max out the damage. No cloak to stop this go. This is going to be a cheap shot as a Mortal Coil came out though. And Chrysbed looking for that port. Looking to stay away from ML as best as he can. Big port up and running with a Drain Life just to keep him in combat. I think he's just going to keep the Fel Puppy over there with ML. Trying to deny the Rogue a reset. But Chrysbed should be ready to go for a Fel Dom and swap out pets. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. He's going to do it as ML gets close, so ML is still going to be out in combat with the pets, trying to get the Shadow Strikes into Chrysbad, but he is an Orc, so he's not sending cheap shots at all. Probably Kidney Shot would have been much better, unless he would have used the Kidney Shot on the main pet, which he might have actually used on Succubus. Interrupting Succubus with a kick, and ML is slowly ticking out. He does have Sippy Cup, he's not completely in a worst spot ever, but no Cloak of Shadows, no Vanish available. Shadow Blades is not available for a while. Does have Dance back up, Mortal Coil getting sent as he's trying to close the gap. That's going to be Chrysbed getting him way out in the open. Soul Rot. And that's going to be ML taking a bit of dot damage. Also, so is the rest of that team. Actually, no. Him being in the team, I think actually reduces the value of that soul rod, doesn't it? A little? Or am I wrong on that? I think it does reduce the value. Doesn't it like do a set amount of damage, but it can hit up to 4 people. So then that same damage is then split between 4. So technically it does less dot. Am I wrong on that or am I wrong? Big Succubus CD. That is going to be a tricky backup for ML. Is going to trick it. Cloak of Shadows is available too if he wants to. Does catch a restealth. Oh, if only ML just... If only Kreisberg just let that Cataclysm go, he would have gotten ML. Is going to go for that skittering across the arena as a spider. Is he going to send the Succubus to the side? He's trying to land inside the Succubus. Succubus is invis. Could stop the rogue, potentially. Does it stop him? Succubus is good, at least put him in combat. No more saps by ML. Puts Kreisbad in combat. Is going to get that Cataclysm around the corner. ML not out of the fight just yet. Vanish available in 30 seconds. Does so blind, does a Shadow Blaze. Has everything. Actually has a full go. Kreisbad does it with Trinket them and a Mortal Coil. Get a shot by the Rogue Flagellation. Kreisbad Trinkets out of immediately. ML did not go in for the big Shadow Blaze damage, but it did go for a bit of burst. Trying to see if it can evasion past the Succubus. He's trying to take less damage from it. 9 minutes in his duel, almost 10 minutes, 30% dampening. Going to be a Shadow Step, interrupting the Succubus. Mortal Coil runs in the other direction. Kreisbad hitting him with a Fear, and I think it's going to be it for ML. I mean, he's just kind of in the corner, full dots rolling Cloak. With the Kidney Shadow to Kreisbad, does he activate Shadow Blades? He just backstabbing trying to get Eviscerates in. That's going to be the Succubus. You see the Kreisbad decided whether to go for a Fear or does he just go for raw damage. ML, does he survive it? He needs to line inside that pet, does catch a restealth, vanishes back up, gets himself momentary shield, but he's going to have to restealth again. The Succubus, does he have the angle? It's invis. It's invis. Does he get him? Kidney shot into Kreisbad, smoke bomb to get away from the Succubus. Succubus walking into smoke bomb. Does he cheap shot into Succubus? Kreisbad trying to use whatever instance cast he can just to end the Shadow Blades is up for ML, and I think it's over. Kreisbad, unless he just doesn't have any instances, it is over. That's a rough one, man. That is a rough duel. With Krager up next, has a Reflect available for Kreisbad, but he already used Mortal Coil earlier. Did he use it? Just love your mustache. I know it's a hot topic on your channel. What's up, Addo? Glad you liking the mustache, man. Glad you liking the stash. Does it make him look cool Tyrion? I was trying to go for a more Mechanome look. Soul Rod is up by Kreisbad. The Kragar just going in for a big wreck, just trying to unleash the damage. Big Green Rage regeneration is available. Does he have the leap? He does have the leap to catch up to the Warlock. That's going to be Shackles of Malediction. Can reflect those shackles, at least some of the necrotic effect. Back to Kreisbad. And he might just have to start healing off of this. Oh! Did a Battle Master Circuit just fall off? I think a Battle Master Circuit fell off. And then the Inferno just kind of radiated more fire. Because I don't think Kreisbad had like any instacast on the guy. He has line of sight. That's actually kind of crazy. Grom up first with the... Is that the real banner or is that just a fake banner? I can't tell if that's a real... I don't think it's a real banner. I think it's just a looks for the banner. I think it just looks like he's running banner. Because there is when you go to Necrolord as a warrior, you do have the option to just display the banner even if you're not using one, just for like the looks of it. Which is pretty neat. Mortal Coil by Kreisbad. Trying to make some distance away from Grom. Looks like he just wants to wait him out, maybe with cooldowns. 43% dampening, so we are getting up there in the dampening. He's going to get a charge onto that pet. Trying to see if he can blast the Succubus. I think that's what Kreisbad's trying to do. Create opportunity with a Succubus CC. Chaos Bolt, Shadow Fury, most likely a Cataclysm right after. Just trying to see if you can meld Grom with all the dots. Stormbolt, Trinkets out immediately. Grom has parry, but that's about it. I got himself Rallying Cry. That thing is going to fall off eventually. And Kreisbad, if he has himself a Conflagrate or a Shadow Fury, he'll be in a great spot. Grom trying to get a charge in. And as long as he doesn't give this warrior any kind of healing, I think it's over. Reflect is up. Does Kreisbad have the last Mystic Cast? Does he have it? Trying to see if he can play the game. Trying to play the Juki game. Get the Succubus over there. Hits him. And Kreisbad does take it back for his team. I think Archie never got to play on that team. Neither did Wolf. Kreisbad 4-0. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good, boys. Pretty good. Здорово, Wolf. Куда же стример? Большое спасибо, Алексей. Здорово, здорово. Здорово, здорово. Let me catch up with the chat. Please, you really enjoyed it? Hell yeah, dude. Also, the person that asked about easy class to play. A side note, macros if used correctly make you beast. Yeah, macros can definitely help. Yeah, for add player freezing trap. Wait, can you actually use freezing trap add player? That's actually crazy. So it'll actually put what they are. Wait, really? Kind of crazy. How the warrior healed so much? Who? That warrior or the warrior before him, Kragar? Warriors heal quite a bit. I mean, the warriors, I think they had a warlock on each team, so both warriors had a warlock house and they could use, which is allowed in the 5v1 duels. Certain buffs and stuff are allowed. Is that over, bros? That was a war. How you doing, man? Remember the warrior was near unkillable a few patches ago. Last patch were warriors nerfed. I don't know. Warriors were actually buffed, in fact. They got new PvP talents. Arms got buff. I think an overpower for 10% more damage in PvP. They also got buffed in Mortal Strike, Execute. Execute as a non-vent tier. So not Condemn. Like Condemn and Execute are basically different buttons, but similar purpose. But they definitely did get buffed. It's just the survivability. I think they need better gear, right? Because we have less armor now. At the very beginning of the season, we have less armor. So we got to regrind our gear to get the armor back. Armor values. And once they have the armor, I think they'll be pretty plain and tanky. And then the self-healing is going to be a lot stronger. You know what I mean? When are the duels? We just had some duels, my guy. Duels are every single Friday and Saturday, though, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast time. Or if you are EU, 11 p.m. CEST. At least starting 11 p.m. CEST. Go check Discord server about dark coloring. Check Discord. Like message? I seen it. I talk about the Acer Hunter picture. I seen it while we were doing the duel. Get to the chopper now. Do it. Another duel. Is that what we're doing, boys? Or are we done ski? Because we've been doing a lot of these duels, dude. My voice is starting to get hoarse. Dudes, I also stayed up until 6 in the morning last night. Or 6 in the morning this morning. So I didn't get much sleep. I'm actually surprised I got the energy, dude. I've been feeling pretty good, dude. That break that took Wednesday and then to Thursday, I'm feeling so good right now, dude. I've been putting in work. I've been doing some video stuff. I've been really grinding characters. I've been feeling good, dude. I've been feeling good. I don't know what it is. You cannot cast at player. It's part of the macro for the most over. Oh, okay. Yeah, so cursor. So basically would want to use the cursor, not add player, but add cursor. Oh, actually add player. It would cast you, right, on top of yourself. I guess it's pretty good. Yeah, add player, freezing trap, so you put it on yourself. Add cursor, will put it like where you want it. I usually just use cursor for everything, and I just kind of target onto myself. But I think when you play Demon Hunter, I think when you just want to move anywhere, but you want to put up your, what is it, if you want to put up a, like if you're playing Tank Demon Hunter and you want to put up a Flame Sigil, you'll just drop down a Fire Sigil, and just kind of chill. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe their app player would be pretty good, but also for hunters, yeah, putting a trap on yourself just for PvP would be pretty fun, or pretty easy to do. The mouse over, it happens to hover over a player and then it tosses out a trap. Yeah, okay. I didn't read the first part of mouse over. You know what I mean? 5v5 winner gets 500k. 10 man. What? What are you doing? Wait, Chrysler, what are you doing? Wait, 5v5 winner gets 500k. 10 man. Wait, is that actually another 5v5 duel of 500k gold? Wait, you joined another one? What? Who's you do you on storm scale? Well, wait, 10 man? What? How are you gonna do 10 man? Are you just gonna queue up BGs or something? What? That makes no sense. 10 man. Well, you guys have fun with that one, boys. Thank you so much for coming by the duels. I really do appreciate you guys so much for coming by and joining. Super fun hanging out with all of y'all. Hope you guys had yourselves a great, wonderful evening. We're gonna be doing more duels over on the NA tomorrow, boys. More duels over on the NA tomorrow. Yeah, anyway, I gotta go get my KSM, dude. I want to see if I can pop in a guild Discord and see if we can go get my KSM, because if we get KSM, we get the mount, and I can go and upgrade my vial, which we actually have a pretty fatty vial too. So let's do that. Thank you, boys, so much for coming by to the stream. I do appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the duels. Thanks so much for coming. 10 and 10 last man standing gets 500k. How would you do 10 and 10 last man standing? Oh, 5 versus 5. What? Wait, you gonna be G's? It's kind of weird. I don't know if you can cure stuff like that. But anyway, thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you. You guys have such a good one. And I'll see you boys next stream. Alrighty, peace.
Bye.